No more mistakes. No more weakness. I will lead us out of the shadows to seize what should have always been ours.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Core. We're talking video games here on Core. But that was a little dramatic, the lady in the thing. Wasn't she a little dramatic?
Core presented with no more weakness.
No more weakness.
I got to say something about the voice actress, though.
Do it.
This is from Overwatch, right?
Yeah, the new Overwatch trailer, the whole thing.
She sounds like a female version of the voice actor who voice acts like 80% of the NPCs in Skyrim.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it is her.
You know, and they're like, the Nords are coming. And I'm just like, she just... Yeah, because I was looking it up. She's not in Skyrim at all.
Oh, it's not her. Okay.
But it's she sounds like the male voice. Like, you know,
do we know her from anything though, other than not Skyrim?
Beau hit the wire. He's
oh, you hit a wire. You're back though. Are you back?
Sorry. Hello.
Yep, you're back. Hi. Hello. You're back. Yeah.
I nothing that jumped out at me. She's done a few things, but
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see how she grabs us in her new role.
It's like the Nords are coming to. I can't do it, but you know.
Yeah, the lady. You'd see her in town. You'd show up at like Wintermoth or whatever the hell the town would be, and you go
Whiterun.
Yeah, there you go. And the guy would be talking about his arrow in his knee, but then she would be there to go. Oh, the kid, Jarl Moofmoth is up at the thing doing the deal. Yeah.
Yes,
Moofmoth.
She sounds like, I don't think she was in Skyrim, but she sounds like she was in Skyrim, which is funny because she's supposed to be Italian, and I don't think
I was going to say, I don't think that's the same accent.
Hey!
I do see what you're talking about. Hey!
I don't know. I just think of Skyrim whenever I hear her voice. That's just what it is. Yeah.
My daughter made me laugh so hard the other day. She goes, in this new Mario movie, I hope they do something interesting with the story. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, he's just always saving the princess. And she does this with her hands up. And I laughed for an hour after that. It made me laugh my head off. Anyway, have funny kids, everybody. It'll make you grow less old faster.
Save it a princess.
Save it a princess. Well, anyway, it's me, Scott, Beau, and John, and we're doing a show. And here's the deal. I got a big announcement.
Oh, okay. Everybody.
Massive announcement to make. I don't even have a good way to do this. I'm just going to say it because I don't know how else to fanfare this thing. But it's a Nerdtacular announcement. It's a special guest I've been working on for a while. Some of you may go, well, duh, you've hinted at it.
It's me.
It's John. John is the special guest.
Actually, I don't know if it's me because I didn't confirm with my wife if we even have tickets yet. So, so not me yet.
Well, you don't need show tickets. You just need to get here. That's all you have to do.
You need shit tickets.
Yeah, you need shit tickets.
The problem is right now is we're having a polite, it's all good disagreement about who this vacation is for and what we're going to do on it.
Yeah.
And there is maybe somebody that's like, this is my trip. You guys are coming along.
It was a work trip.
Maybe we don't have to do a whole bunch of extra shit. And then I'm getting a little pushback on that. So there has not been an agreement just yet as to when we're going and for how long.
You have time.
There's disagreements.
Well, maybe when you hear this announcement, you'll be like, oh, shit, well, we're done now.
Yeah, so no more delay, no more hyperbole. This is going to be the announcement.
Everyone's favorite, I'll say it, I can't speak for everyone. My favorite member of Critical Role, the voice of Illidan himself.
Oh shit.
Liam O'Brien is confirmed.
Oh, shit.
To be there on Core Day, the day we have this big Core video game panel giant thing. He's going to be in that panel. Liam O'Brien himself is coming to Nerdtacular 2026. And this is the thing.
Awesome.
Liam and I have been wanting to do this since we started these back in 2007. We were like, when are we going to make one of these happen? And this year, the stars aligned, the schedules aligned. He's coming. So what I need people to do is even if you're just fans of Critical Role and you think we're doughheads, that's great. Go to Nerdtacular over at the Frogpants site, frogpants.com. Just click on the Nerdtacular link at the top. It'll tell you everything you need to know, the hotel room rate stuff. The event schedule's up now. In fact, look at this. Friday the 12th, right there. Core and More Gaming panel. Oh, dude. And he's going to be on that. Anyway, I'm so excited to have Liam here. I can barely stand it. So, and he's listening to this, and hopefully I sound like an idiot fawning over our good pal coming. But I'm so excited to have Liam there. And he is my favorite member of all Critical Role cast. All those people are great, and I'm biased, but I'm just telling you.
Bring your
I
compliment
like that
into
you.
it.
I like that you can't just like him. It has to be at the expense of others. It's like, look.
Yeah, just say he's my favorite voice talent.
He's one of my favorite voice actors of all time. If there's a list,
the rest suck.
And if we're gonna have to,
if I didn't name them, they suck.
if we're gonna list him, he'd be number one for me. And then you would put other people in there, and a lot of those other people would include other Critical Rollers. It would include Dave. I love Dave. He's one of my favorites too. Dave Jones, our own Dave Jones. Yeah. Like all these great people do amazing work, but Liam O'Brien and his connection to us and the show and this long time relationship we've had, I'm telling you, it's time.
You guys have been friends for a long time.
For a long time, and this just finally made sense. So
it makes sense. It's just funny because it's like eating. I don't know. It's like eating some food and being like, I hate every other piece of food I've ever eaten except this one.
Except this one.
This is the one that I like, and everything else it can be good, but it's not this good ever.
I'll admit I'm a little bit of a giddy little schoolgirl about this, just because
I don't blame you. That's very
great.
Exciting news.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you
So
should
what
be
are we
excited.
like? Are we playing games with him? What are we doing?
No, we're doing a panel, man. We're gonna do. I mean, he's gonna be there the whole day.
Yeah,
but
I guess we don't have to spoil what's on the panel. I just mean,
Yeah, he'll be doing that, but also other stuff. He'll sit in on anything we want him to. He's gonna be there all day long that day. So he'll be part of the there's a tech thing happening with Tom.
The greeter.
Yeah, no,
he does anything I want him to.
You said you'd be there, Liam.
Yeah,
you will
you stand
greet
at the
everyone
door.
who comes in.
Yeah, we've hired
we had
Liam
a greeter, but he didn't show up. So
he's
we're
going to
need
scan your
greet people.
tickets. He's going to show you where to sit. It's going to be great. So
Yeah, he's the usher.
yeah, I can finally announce the usher for N26, Liam O'Brien.
Don't want to miss this usher, folks.
It's going to be great.
The best.
Yeah. So anyway, more on that soon on the website. I'll have a bunch
All
more
the
faces
ushers
up
suck,
there.
by the way.
The what now? What'd you say?
All the other ushers suck.
Oh, that's the truth.
Only Liam's a good.
I can say that
Yeah,
because
all the ushers we've ever had.
the two people I have in charge of ticket taking are not. I don't think they're core listeners, so it's okay that they
Oh,
you say
it's
that.
safe.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
safe. It's secret and it's safe. We're okay.
Oh, no bias. Okay.
No bias. No bias here. Anyway, more on that later. Let's get to today's discussions. We have a bunch of them. Let's start with this one. Overwatch 2, dead. Long live Overwatch. There's no 1 or 2 anymore. It's just Overwatch now.
Hang on. Is it? So we need John's ruling on this. Is it Overwatch 3 or is it?
Yeah, John, what do you say?
No, Overwatch 3 is when all the stuff that they've now announced doesn't happen, and they go, okay, we're not doing any of that, but we are going to call the game Overwatch 3 now.
Yeah.
So
That's when you get to 3.
Yeah.
If nothing changes, it's a sequel. If there are significant changes, it's just Overwatch.
Yeah. Fair point.
That's the cheat guide to figure out which version you're on.
Honestly, it's what they should have done in the first place. I don't know why they got sequelitis. They could have. Maybe it's because they've never done this before.
Bobby Kotick, right? That was
Is that the deal? Did he push that? He probably did.
Why can't Overwatch be like Call of Duty? Make a new one all the time.
I mean, I think the idea was that they wanted to do an expansion, right? Like a tried and true big expansion, and then slowly over time that got whittled away to nothing. And then for some reason they kept doing it.
Yeah.
Like that's where it gets weird, is it's like I can understand, I can see, it's lofty goals, you're trying for something. Oh, it fell apart. Why'd you still call it 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is just memory going off the books. The book. The Jason Schreier book.
The Schreier book was Schreier? Where are we going with
I
that?
feel like Bobby
Schreier.
wanted prequels.
That's what I
They
said.
didn't want to do it, so it was conflict, and they landed at like compromise, right?
Yeah.
But Tiggle Biddies ended up leaving because even that compromise didn't work. What's his name?
Oh,
Jeff Kaplan.
Jeff Kaplan, yeah. Tickle
sorry, that
Biddies.
was-
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about
name,
that. Yeah.
That is an actual name. Jeff Kaplan left. Because it was like they were trying to. I think it sounded like Blizzard had a history of placating their investors, but still doing whatever they wanted. And Bobby was way too involved.
Oh yeah. He's in the Epstein files, by the way. Did you guys see the Kodak reference in there?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did anything, but
we knew that. Like we had a hint of it. I guess we know it now in a more major way because you can literally see emails.
Who's the GTA guy? Hauser, he's in it. At meetings or parties or dinners or I don't know what. What I don't understand is I'm not taking a detour here, I promise, but a lot of these people, including these gamer executive people, they're all doing these dinners, hangouts, parties, meetings after the 2008, where after 2008, where he was a convicted sex offender and was the highest level you can get on the offender list in New York and had to register as said sex offender. This is all after that. I don't get it. Like, you know what you're up to. So why are you taking meetings with Jeff Epstein, you dicks, you dumb shits? I guess money. I know the answer. It's money.
It's money, but they were also into it. They're like, oh, for sure. It's not a secret anymore. You know how you're like, I want to do something illicit, but if I ask, I'll expose myself, especially if they're a good guy. Now you know who he is.
You know who's not on that list? Tiggle.
You're like, I'm looking
Biddies.
for a pedophile to talk to. I know of one because he was convicted.
Well, I mean,
one
just so we're not, throwing around. We don't know what their connection is. All we know is like, oh, in a couple emails, it was like, yeah, we're doing lunch about the financing of something with so and so from Take-Two, and like it's all that kind of referencing. So we don't know. Some people in there are just.
Well, there was a lot of gaming news related to it because didn't it come out that he got kicked off of Xbox Live?
Oh yeah, Xbox. So Microsoft and Xbox Live have done more to punish Jeffrey Epstein than anyone else in law enforcement. I think that's interesting.
But that's not for good reason. It's because Bill got an STD.
Well, we don't know if Bill. I mean, you think that was like retribution?
Bill Gates got an STD from one of the Russian sex workers.
Yeah,
and he didn't tell Melinda Gates. Tried to give her antibiotics secretly
that he got from Jeff. Yeah,
and Melinda was like, "I'm divorcing you because you're friends with Jeffrey Epstein." Like she's been out publicly saying, like, "That's why I divorced him because the judge of character of Bill Gates was so terrible."
But I don't think. But you're saying that then says that Bill Gates went, all right, hey, hello, this is Bill.
Yes, these guys are petty.
Kick him off Xbox Live.
Tell him he's dropping slurs or something. I think that's
they're petty. Well, no, for sure. Jeffrey was in a Call of Duty lobby, going like, "Hey, anybody under 13 here?" Like, for sure,
he was doing that. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know.
Probably like a clock is right 2 times a day. Like. Like it's a little bit of both, is what I'm saying. We don't need to investigate.
It's not quite the saying. A clock is right 2 times a day.
I think it's a broken clock.
Little different than that, but I understood what you meant.
Because a working clock is always right.
A working clock is never right.
I love that.
Guys, let me tell you about clocks. They're right 2 times. It's up to you to decide which 2 times it is.
But to your point, Beau, like obviously Kotick wanted to try to recreate the Call of Duty thing for
Kotick's
Overwatch.
A sexual harasser himself. He's had tons of complaints. He's
I know. I was getting off of that Epstein stuff and onto the Call of Duty thing.
I was like, don't get off this boat. Get right back.
No, I'm sorry. I know we try to avoid political stuff here, but this is just crime.
No, really. It's just crime. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like talking about Vito Corleone or something.
No, like put them all in jail. That's my stance.
It's not political anymore. It's just crime.
Put them all in jail and burn them at the stake. It's fine with me. But what I'm getting at though is from a business standpoint, he was like, well, I want the Call of Duty thing to work over here with your Overwatch. Why aren't we doing that? And you can feel that weird push because it never felt right as a consumer.
Remember Jeff Kaplan giving that weird Overwatch 2 announcement where he didn't quite fully sell it and stuff?
Really
that's
weird.
Corroborated in the book and like things we know from people we've talked to. And that's why getting rid of the 2 is this symbolic FU to Bobby Cockdick. Like, like goodbye. Like that's really just like a big FU to him. I feel I'm interpreting it that way, and I can celebrate that, even if they're still part of Microsoft. And I'm mad at Microsoft for many reasons too. It's an out of the frying pan into the fire situation, and you can't even be like, well, one CEO was a pedo because they're both pedos. Bill Gates too. I'm having a hard time using Microsoft these days, but let's not dwell on that too much.
Enjoy Windows 11.
I'm not. I had to uninstall Copilot again this week, 3 times since installing Windows 11.
I don't know why they keep. When you say in a setting, a setting should be a setting. Look, say what you want about Apple, but props to them for having settings that when you set them, regardless of the new version that comes out, it doesn't go and uncheck the shit you checked.
Yes. When your waiter's like, what would you like to eat? And you're like, I want a hamburger. So they bring you pasta. And they bring you pasta 3 times. You're going to shove that pasta in their pants. So just like, get out, give them a kick in the butt and be like, well, I'm never coming back to this restaurant. Like, Jesus.
Well, maybe the Bobby Kodaks of the world would
what is going on in the brains of people at Microsoft where they just keep insisting on stuff we don't want? And all the tech companies. Really,
there's some weird stuff. But anyway, back to the thing. This also represents... other than them basically Fortniting this, they're going like, the forever game here is Overwatch. It's just a game we build on and do stuff over the years, which they should have done in the first place. Forget about the 2020 hindsight. There's a narrative shift. They're moving away from seasonal random themes to a year-long story arc called The Reign of Talon. At least that's the first one. And that runs for a full year. And there's story elements that will show up in a bunch of other places. So, for example, let's see if I can find it here. With the maps, there it is. Existing maps will be updated to reflect the story, i.e. Watchpoint. Gibraltar will show signs of Talon's invasion. Like they'll try to make sort of a overarching meta feel to the story being plugged into the game. I'll tell you at the end that this actually has got me wanting to play Overwatch, but we'll get to all that argument in a minute.
But pretend you don't know that for now.
Yeah, and Lord of Hating Overwatch is with us today, so I'm expecting honestly, John will probably influence me a little bit in the opposite direction. So I could probably use a little pullback if I'm honest. But anyway, and one of us played this week, which is Beau. So we'll get to all that later. Also, new heroes, 10 total in 2026. That's a giant upshift in how many heroes they're going to release. They've been piecemealing these things up till now. So they have 10 planned this year. Season 1 Mega Drop, you get 5 heroes that we know about already. They're going to launch simultaneously on the 10th, which is just 5 days from now, which is when I think I'll play.
Yeah.
Let's talk about them. Domina is a tank. Emery is damage. Anran, maybe. Damage. Mizuki is support, and also Jetpack Cat is support, which is based on some meme I didn't know about. Do you know what that is, Beau? You probably know more about the meme.
Is it the cat playing the piano? I didn't know it was a meme. I just thought he looked like Arthur, so I was like, he's cool.
Oh, I don't know. There was some talk that it was like, and a favorite community meme, the Jetpack Cat. Like,
it could be. I'm not.
I think because it's a cat, it's automatically a meme, right?
Is that how it works?
No, but it might have been something that. Like,
wasn't that a thing for a while? A cat with a jetpack on it
in the game, or
no, in the internet?
Yeah, like I think people because people make their own hero designs, right? And Overwatch has been notoriously slow during some periods. People are like, why can't they even just make a jetpack cat or something? You know?
Yeah, maybe they.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. It looks.
Hang on. The term Jetpack Cat started as an offhand name used to describe a canceled hero from the original Overwatch. The original concept was a cat in a jetpack controlled with its paws, but considered unworkable and was scrapped. According to Jeff Kaplan, the first-person perspective made it difficult to see controls and interact naturally. Oh, so this might be people caught wind of it, said, well, what's wrong with you for canceling such an awesome idea and having such a lame reason for canceling? You know, that I suspect that might be what it is.
Okay.
You know, sometimes your community grabs hold of something you don't intend to go out and they just want it. Mm-hmm. So you're like, here you go. Here's your jetpack.
Yeah. Here's the cat we told you we worked on and we didn't use.
Honestly, a lot better than the pasta I didn't want from Microsoft. So, good job, Blizzard. I
agree. And that's just your 5 initials. We got another 5 coming out through the year. And that's interesting. That's also on the roadmap. They say 1 additional hero will be released in each subsequent season, 2 through 6, to finish out the year. And then they're going to do this weird thing with these classes. So we think of support, damage, tank, all that already as kind of a hero of the basic meta characters of the game. But they are going to do these system updates that include sub roles and passives. Heroes are being categorized into sub roles, i.e., flankers, for example, and grant specific gameplay perks and passives to those kinds of characters. That to me is really interesting on the face of it. In actual practicality, will it really make a difference how I play Soldier 76? I don't know. But
I want it in terms of Heroes of the Storm, because they did that too. And
that's true.
I think it just lets people parse them maybe a little better for newer players. Seasoned players understand in any game, if like the company says this character isn't a tank, but you can totally tank with it. Mm-hmm. What do the developers know? You know what I mean? So I think this is just for new players to help help like say like this is a sniper versus like a flanker's like something like Genji maybe who's doesn't sit in the back line but tries to go in.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe it may be just surface stuff. I don't know. That just sounded neat. Like you were gonna.
It is cool. It's not a bad thing to do actually. I don't mind it, but we've been down this road with heroes. It doesn't. It's for new players. It's to help people understand what they're picking, I guess.
There's also a new 5-week meta event where players choose to align with either Overwatch or Talon. Those are the two main factions of the game to earn faction-specific rewards like skins and loot boxes. Who's the robot guy in Talon that just looks just like, this is how long I've been out of Overwatch, but who's the robot that fing, who am I thinking of? Who's the support?
Zenyatta.
Is that
Zenyatta's awesome.
Was that Orisa I was looking at then?
No, that's not Orisa. That's the evil Zenyatta guy.
Oh, Ramatra.
Oh, that's how long I've been out.
Yeah, he's basically like Megatron, kind of.
Okay.
He's different, but like he's a leader of the Omnics that are very pro-Omnic, anti-human, I believe.
Okay. I'm down with
He has a Megatron skin actually for the collab, so that's why I say he's like the Megatron.
Oh, all right.
But like, yeah, Ramatra's awesome.
Yeah. I've never, I guess that's about the time I wasn't playing, but.
So not only is there like, 5 new heroes next week, Scott, but there's probably like 10 other heroes you haven't even tried yet,
Oh, for sure. There's at least 3 or 4. Yeah.
There's a Wu Yang and Vendetta, and for me also Freya is awesome. Freya's pretty cool.
I think I know Freya.
You might have you played what's her name? Kimiko, I think is her name.
Yeah, she's the healer with the cards.
Yeah.
I played
Kimiko, her. Who else? There's a bunch anyways. You'll see them in there. There's a Life Weaver. He's a Korean guy that likes flowers, and he grows flowers in his hand, and he shoots them at people.
He's a supporty flower.
He doesn't wear shoes. He's the barefoot hero. He doesn't have shoes.
Woojman says Dr. Robotsky is awesome. There's no Dr. Robotsky.
There's no Dr. Robotsky.
Yeah. I like where you're at there, Woojman.
And Malga you've probably played as. Malga's awesome.
Malga.
He's like a Samoan.
Yeah, big guy, Samoan guy, cool hair.
Yeah,
he reminds me of who's the dispatch guy? Royd. Yeah,
he's like that archetype. Yeah.
Hey man, what you doing? No, yeah, I don't want to.
Hey brother,
I don't want to offend anybody, but I love it. That's
You're walking down that path. Scott walked in the door and then went whoop and just stepped right back out.
I really like how we have a big Samoan and Tongan communities here in Salt Lake, and I love the accent, like the actual Islander accents. They're amazing, right. But I'm always afraid to try to do one because A, I'll butcher it, and B, I don't want to come off as sounding like I'm,
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as doing the whole like me Chinese thing, but like you probably just,
you really dug back for that one. No one's done that in about 50 years.
Well, that was like Lady and the Tramp or something like that. When the Siamese cats would
if
sing,
you please, all that, yeah. It's like
I
the
definitely sang
commercial.
that at home. Like we were not as delicate, or I don't want to say delicate because that implies something. We were just not as sensitive or thinking about these things. So you'd be like me Siamese, me Chinese, like. You do that, 30, 40 years ago.
It's like that commercial for the whatever it is where it goes like the Jell-O commercial. Glape. Yeah. It's like that. Glape flavor. Anyway, so what else? Oh, there's a big overhaul to the UI and user interface, which is exciting because I like that kind of stuff. Refreshed user interface always is cool, including a new 3D hero lobby. I don't know what that means. I didn't see that part of the video in the presentation, but it seems kind of cool. And let's see, platform and collaboration stuff. Nintendo Switch 2 is getting a dedicated upgraded version of the game that will launch for the Switch 2 this spring. So Season 2, the Switch 2 will get its version of the upgrade. My understanding is, I don't know if they clarified this, but if you already owned Overwatch on Switch 1, this will be either a free or a very low bar price to get the upgrade.
Isn't Overwatch 2 like free to play, or is it cost still?
You know what? That's on Switch. I don't know. Did Switch ever get
Steam? Why would Switch charge?
Hold on, I'm gonna go look. I'm not saying they're charging. For the record.
No, you're not.
I don't know.
I'm just using my
that's what I heard. I heard Scott say it's $70.
That's what I heard
Switch
too. But like mostly it's just like my fire for Nintendo irritation is running low. I need more kindling.
My
Please tell me
batteries
they
are-
charge for Overwatch.
My Switch battery.
Chad is saying it's free to play, but that's also coming from Wooge Man, who said that Dr. Robotsky was a hero in Overwatch.
Yeah, so take it.
So,
Take
you know,
that as-
that's the problem with sometimes being a funny man. You know, sometimes when you want to be taken seriously, people are like, I don't think we can trust the source on this.
Oh no,
I
we're
love
stealing our listeners. Oh well.
I love it. So Switch 2.
It's
Sorry.
me on the show. It isn't you.
So Overwatch 2 is already a Switch 2 game. This is just an update, which should be free to take it current for the new hardware. Is what it sounds like. So, and the game, because it doesn't sound like the game. All these new additions are going to be in there until the update, which is a season later. It's kind of a bummer for Switch players. I'm a little sad about that for them.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I'm just going to assume it's Nintendo's fault.
Yeah, let's just say it's their fault. It's fine. I mean, they're hiding.
I don't think
hiding.
Blizzard wants that. You know,
They were hiding penises last week. Why wouldn't they screw this up?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a common denominator in this Nintendo.
Not showing
Blizzard.
not showing Toxic's dong. We all want to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
narrative. It's actually narratively relevant because of Punch Up. I feel like it's like
It
it's
is a
more
joke that pays
satisfying.
off. You don't
Yeah.
think it's there for a reason, but it's there for a reason.
It's not there for porn reasons. It's there because it actually, like, I don't know. I feel like it enhanced my enjoyment seeing the actual annoying toxic dong get rifled.
Yeah.
But
You want to hear something I learned this week that kind of freaked me out a little bit, or it just caused me a little pause. I rewatched Django Unchained. I love that movie. Love it. And there's a really uncomfortable scene. Tarantino loves doing these things where they've turned Django upside down. He's hanging upside down in a room, got a mask on so he can't bite or move much. He's all tied up and he's naked. Now, I always assumed that what they were showing there was like a prosthetic. And I just assumed that partly because Walton Goggins, who's about to torture him, ends up not, but it was gonna, walks over there with a hot knife and then just starts like patting his testicles. They're upside down, but he's up there just kind of patting his bag. Yeah. And I went, oh yeah, well, good thing this is all prosthetics and fakery for movies and stuff. I found out yesterday in some trivia. No, dude, he was patting Django's nuts.
Walton Goggins was patting real nuts.
His real balls. That was
Interesting job you have sometimes as an actor, I guess.
It was really wild to learn that. But anyway,
I want to be a fly on the wall in that conversation. They're like, listen, Jamie, we want you to strip naked. He's like, I can do that.
You can do it.
We're gonna tie you up and hang you upside down. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
And Walton Goggins is gonna pat your balls.
Yeah. Like he's literally gonna like drag his finger down it and go, because at one point he says you got to get, because Sam Jackson comes in and says you got to get out of here. So he goes to leave and he goes, that's a real shame. And he puts his finger on there and just like traces his sack. It was hard to watch now that I know
I've seen that movie multiple times and I don't remember that scene and I don't know why. I don't know why I don't remember it.
Because it's brutal. It's not like it's a theatrical version of it. It's not like some extra scene or anything, but
maybe that's when I always go to the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Oh, that movie though, dude. I loved my recent watch through. It's so good. Anyway, moving on.
I wanted to say something though, because before we move on from Overwatch.
Oh no, we got to talk about this Hello Kitty shit. We got to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Let's do Hello Kitty.
Okay. So don't ever say Fortnite has all the good deals, or maybe do, because this is weird. The Hello Kitty collaboration, a themed in-game event running from Feb 10th through the 23rd, and you can get in there and get a bunch of Hello Kitty shit in Overwatch. Yeah,
I mean, Overwatch. If I can spin this in a way to give a compliment to Overwatch, they do good things with their collabs. I think they're all pretty cool. I don't think Hello Kitty's that cool, but whatever. If you like it, good for you.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not here to shame. Whatever.
But like I saw. I don't know what character it was. Someone running around looking like Chun-Li, and I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty awesome." They did a good job with that. So I think they did a Street Fighter one at some point.
It's a bunch of cute pink stuff and.
Just, I think in Fortnite, correct me if I'm wrong, John, you can kind of earn it. You pay a bit, but in Overwatch, it's like $10,000, please.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Sometimes Fortnite is just give us money for whatever collaboration we're doing. Sometimes it's part of the battle pass. Fortnite is still like you can buy the next battle pass with what you've earned from the previous battle pass, assuming you don't spend it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So there is kind of a path to the stuff that's at least offered in the pass usually, but a lot of that stuff, most of the Fortnite collaborations are, no, you're going to use your currency, and you obtain a little bit through battle passes and stuff like that, but rarely do you obtain enough where you can go all in on something unless you're really being selective and saving up.
Yeah, they kind of do the same stuff. Everybody does all these things. Did you guys read that part where, sorry to go back to these, but in the Epstein files, there is some level of confidence in some back and forth that is stored in there that Jeffrey Epstein was the one that suggested to Activision CEOs that they should start charging that this is before we were used to microtransactions being in everything, that he may have been the source of this idea. You got to take advantage of kids' inability to stop themselves and make it easy to just go, I got to have that hat, I got to have that thing, I got to have that stick, gun, whatever, stick. Anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like whatever. He was a master, not a master.
So we have the biggest pedophile in the history of man is the guy in charge of that? That sucks.
So pedophile is like not the full description. He's like a sex trafficker, like kidnapper of people, like human trafficker, probably murderer of people as well. Like the full, yes. So it's not shocking that his suggestion is like, you know what you need to do with your customers? Exploit their weaknesses as human beings.
Well, and before we take it too far, Centrifuge in the chat says fake news. It wasn't Epstein. It was somebody else. Well, then, all right. I admit I live in a world now where I never know what I'm seeing is real or not. So I'm willing to,
No, I thought I saw some J-mail about that.
So did I, but some of that stuff's being faked for laughs, and who knows.
Well, you can always, if you ever see any of that, the jmail.world, that's drop site, has all the Epstein files presented as if it's your Gmail account. Very easy to search. You can go and corroborate it.
Just Jmail?
Jmail.world, like as in World of Warcraft.
I'm doing this right now.
You've never seen this? It's awesome.
I didn't know this.
It's not awesome because it's Jeffrey Epstein's.
Oh my gosh, it's just like, it's just a Gmail interface.
Yep. You can search all these emails, look at videos. They got tons of shit. They're still putting more of that stuff in, but that's Jmail. I've been on there all week.
Somebody in 2019 named Cody Ruland sent a message that says, "You are dead, LOL, good riddance." Oh, shit, dude. That was after he died in prison, I think. Yeah. Wasn't it?
I don't know. But yes, this is like they're taking the files, the emails, and putting them into Gmail so you can easily peruse them yourself and get the answers you want. So when you see something and you think, hey, maybe that's fake, well, just go to Gmail.
Man.
And look for it.
I'm going to check my Gmail after the show. We'll see if we can find that bit.
Be careful what you click on in there. That's for adults only, by the way.
Oh, guys. I don't want to see any weird shit. I just want to see
videos and photos and not good stuff in there. And I know we're a video game show. It just deals in good times. But this is shaking up the world. So it's and it's honestly, he's got his fingers in the video game industry. So, it's going to come up. But
I don't want his fingers in anything. I guess he's dead. They're not in anyone anymore. All right, moving on. Let's go to. Let's talk about the.
I did want to say the trailer was awesome.
The Talon trailer. It's really cool.
Yes. The event. Like I feel like I haven't watched an Overwatch short in a long time, and I just wanted to pay it a compliment in case anyone from the team over there, Blizzard's listening. That was badass. It was pretty cool, and I hope it felt like there was going to be more story connected like later. So I hope that's going to happen. Sounds like that's what's going to happen, but. It was pretty cool.
All right. Well, also we have a date of season 1, and then the changes to these changes, these new 5 heroes, all this stuff goes live in 5 days, the 10th. I'm actually looking forward to this. So now that's where we need to. We're not moving off of this until I want to know, John, the guy who hero shooters in general. So we're not just picking on Overwatch, but Overwatch kind of the pinnacle of the subgenre.
It was the one I tried, got burnt out on, and went, I don't like this genre. Yeah,
which totally fair. We've talked about it on and off the show a bunch of times. My question to you is, I know that knowing you personally, you're not just an auto hater. Does any of this change anything for you at all?
The cat made a sound right now. The cat's like, let me tell I'm against shooting a cat.
I'll let you know that jetpack cat.
Dinner time's coming.
I like the representation, but don't shoot a cat.
Look, I'm right next to where we feed him.
If you see a jetpack cat, hold your fire.
Hold your fire. Anyway, what do you take? What's your thought?
Yeah, so I watched all this, and I think this is exactly like what Overwatch should be doing. I think putting a 2 on it was crazy, especially with the absolutely nothing they did to earn that 2. So
Right.
walking it back and being we never used the name. Like we would talk about it on the show, and we never were like, "Hey, Overwatch 2, Overwatch 2." Like it's some big sequel. We just called it Overwatch because that's what it was. The original game went away. We got forced with the sequel that wasn't really a sequel. Like it might as well have. It was Overwatch and everything but name. So I think that's smart. I think putting in a bunch of new heroes obviously is going to get people excited. It makes it look like they care. A lot of people were hoping for some single player story business. We're still not getting that, but they're doing a focus on story. So if you wanted to pretend that this wasn't a cosplay shoot at each other game, you can. And so I think this is all the stuff that they should be doing for the game. Ultimately, like I've got nothing but compliments for what they showed, honestly. Like there isn't a single thing they showed that I would be like, oh, that's terrible. I don't have interest in Hello Kitty collaborations, but it's not like that seemed out of pocket for them. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, how could they? Like that kind of seems like what their audience would be into. The thing is for me though, because you asked, does it move anything for me? And the answer is no, because at the end of the day, you are still just playing Overwatch, which is something I don't want to do. So you can put all the shiny bells and whistles and dress it up however you want as excited as I can get from the trailer and be like, oh, what's the story going to be and all of that. I'm going to sign in and I'm going to push a payload that I don't want to push. I'm no interest, none. I hope this is successful for them. Good luck. I hope people have fun. I have zero interest in
How
doing
close
it.
to Fortnite does Overwatch have to get for you to want to play it?
It needs to be Fortnite, which, by the way, is exactly what's going to happen because you know what I am excited about? They're putting Fortnite or Overwatch skins in Fortnite. It hasn't been shown
Right.
yet, but they're going to do it. And I'm like, I like those characters, and finally I can play a game I enjoy with them.
So you're technically going to be playing Overwatch, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what it ultimately is. I just don't like the gameplay loop. I liked it for a little bit and went, yeah, this was a good time. I hope they do something else with it. And all they've done is the same thing. I'm not interested in it. It's
about getting
it's
playing
fun.
the game.
That was fun. I had a good time with that at the time. I don't need to see it again. It's fine. I would rather play any other game.
Yeah, I think
So
this is
that's
totally
what I'll
fair.
do.
I think this is 100% fair. I think that actually this is good to hear because this basically you're confirming my overall thinking, which is this maybe is them going, guys, that was effed. We're no longer under this weird thumb of the codec ideas. Can we just reset this ship a little bit? We were top of the heap, and now we've kind of left that heap a little bit, but also the rest of the heap hasn't been that great either. Nobody's hero shooters have come and destroyed what the potential of Overwatch still is. So there's a chance for them to really reclaim this, I think. I think there's a moment here that they could seize. Will they seize it? Will it work? Are we too done with it? I don't know yet. But I'm super curious about that, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I think this is at least the right thing for them to be doing. Doesn't mean John wants to play the game. I get
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't change the game. They didn't come out and say Overwatch is now a deep role-playing game experience that you're going to play by yourself.
They have Stadium. I haven't played it Stadium yet, but
it's just,
I don't know what that is. What is Stadium? Like a
Stadium's a mode where like you can go crazy with upgrades. It's almost like a roguelike, but it's still a team-based match. But it's like Reaper can like fly in the air with his farts and stuff. Like it's a crazy ass mode.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Stadium's like I don't think they marketed it super well, but it's basically like crazy time.
So
Yeah,
Deadlock,
it's just-
someone in the chat just mentioned Deadlock, but I keep hearing from, who was I? Oh, a clip from Shroud yesterday. He's convinced Deadlock will take the world over when that thing becomes public to everybody to play.
Sure. I didn't actually get around to playing it because the Overwatch news happened. I was kind of stoked, but I'm going to play some Deadlock pretty soon.
I want to get in there. I hadn't even tried it, so I have access. I was given
And
access.
Deadlock is just a whole ass MOBA. If you like killing waves of minions, it's got them.
I like MOBAs.
But what I like about it is, you know how like you have to mount in Heroes to like get to your lane, or in the other MOBAs you just walk.
Yeah.
This one has these cool zip lines everywhere in the map that you like jump up and hang off of. It works really well. It's really cool.
I'm really excited about that one too. When I say I like MOBAs, what I really meant is I like Heroes of the Storm. Sorry, everybody. Just want to make that clear.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. I think this is exciting news for Overwatch fans, and good on them, because it really didn't feel like this was going to right itself. You know, I think that's to me the thing that was the biggest deal out of this, especially after, because we didn't even talk about it. Now, I didn't put it in the news because Bobby was going to be on that episode, and I thought if there's anything worth talking about, we'll talk about it. But Blizzard is doing this, is it once a week they're talking about the future of various game properties. And they started with World of Warcraft, and it was the biggest nothing burger video I've ever seen. It was like an announcement of an announcement. It was not good.
Yeah.
It was really lame. It was like, hey, here's the stuff you already know about that's in the game, and here's the stuff you already know about that's coming, and maybe one day we'll tell you something new. And I was like, man, if that's what you started with, what's this Overwatch announcement going to be? This is actually what I would hope for. I mean, this almost felt like BlizzCon level announcement changes and stuff like that. So I think, even as the resident Overwatch hater, you know, I think this was a really good announcement. I think it was really neat. It's just not going to get me to play the game because I just don't like the game. There's nothing more to it than that. They're not going to find that magic as long as it's a hero shooter.
Yeah.
When it becomes a regular first-person shooter, or you know, if it became a completely different genre altogether, I would check it out in a heartbeat.
What if they basically created a Fortnite mode, big open world, you're running around as whatever, and you're playing Fortnite, essentially, but in Overwatch land and all that? Because you like your Fortnite, so would you?
I would try it, but I'm also getting Fortnite, or again, Overwatch characters in Fortnite. Like, I already have if I don't feel like playing as Tracer or whatever they put in, I could go be Michael Myers or something for a while. Like, you know, it's fine. I go back to being Megatron.
What if Capcom released Resident Overwatch and you had to play as Mercy and be all scared all the time of zombie tracers and stuff?
I would try. I have no issues with the Overwatch characters or world. It's simply the game. It is literally 100% of where my hate and disdain. Well, that's not true. Calling it a sequel and not making a sequel did piss me off, but they've walked that back a little bit, so that's nice. Yeah. Really, the only thing I don't like about Overwatch is twofold. One, it got treated like a golden child while Heroes was getting shat on. I didn't love that. And two, I don't like the game, and so.
Those are two pretty heavy.
They're two pretty big ones. Yeah. And it kind of is the sort of thing where no matter what they do to the game, the answer's still going to be no. You know, if you have a texture problem with beans, it doesn't matter how you dress up those beans. The texture is the issue. It has to be a completely different form factor. Can't be like, well, these are beans, taste completely different and wild. It's a core issue. The core issue is I don't like the game.
Yeah, I guess that's why it was very disappointing that Border Watch never became a thing.
Border Watch. Oh, Borderlands.
Yeah. Borderlands, and like, you know,
that's the game I thought we were getting when they first announced it.
Same.
I don't know. Even though there was a period where I was like all in on Overwatch, and I was like, yeah, and I was excited to play it and try it. I don't know that the game ever recovered from that brief window where I thought that's what we were getting.
Well, you kind of were. The MMO it was based on, it got ripped out of, was essentially that. Yeah. Titan was that. So we still, Titan. What could have been? I'd love to jump timelines and just go see where that came out and just see how that went.
Yeah, see where they launched like a fun multiplayer looter shooter that rivaled all the other ones.
Would have been really something.
I still don't think they've made a good looter shooter. Somebody do it, please.
Somebody make a good looter shooter for John.
I don't think anybody will. I don't think it's ever going to happen, honestly.
I think the best ones have happened. I think that's where we're at right now with that trial.
I think the biggest issue is everybody is chasing live service, always online, persistent world, and I don't think a looter
please log
shooter,
in every day.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to reach the proper heights chasing that. It would have to be somebody walking it way back and just being like, maybe even no multiplayer at first. Maybe it's something that gets added down the line. Like, it has to have a really solid core, but it feels like everyone that comes out is just out there to sell you more shit after the fact. And it's disappointing.
It's like, it's not bad in a vacuum, but when it just seems like the main part of your game is the buying, it's like, sucks,
Yeah, the game shouldn't be the buying. There should be maybe some buying on the periphery of your game. That's it. Hey, you guys know all about this Ashes of Creation mess?
I've watched a couple of videos, and I don't feel like I'm any smarter than before.
I don't either. That's a really interesting way of saying it, because I dug deep on this. I watched a bunch of videos. I watched a bunch of trusted voices talking about it so I could really get an understanding of it, and read some articles. And to this moment, I'm still not entirely, like, on one hand,
thing to say,
some people want me to think that this is a giant scam for $3 million on a Kickstarter, and that's all it was ever meant to be. And others have convinced me to think that the people that were making the game were serious about it, but there's investors and boards, and once again, money wins, and they all just decided that it's better to cash out now than try to compete in the MMO world. So, Beau.
Yeah, I have a thing to say, because one of the videos I watched, it's not really about Ashes. It's about this Pirate Software character we've talked about over the year or two now.
Yeah.
Because he's a big Ashes of Creations player, and I watched his video, and it was funny because how there was a big debate about whether or not he ran away and roached out in World of Warcraft, and I guess he did some other thing and he fell out of favor.
Yeah.
And I was like, kind of on not his side, but I was like, whatever, who cares about the thing? But like, I watched his Ashes of Creation video to get an explanation from someone who's known, and he just made it about him the whole time. He said, like, well, it's because I made a suggestion and they got mad, and then, a day later it's closed. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
He gets,
it's
nice to see he's still doing that. That's his shtick.
I'm fully decided, that he, like, when they call him arrogant or whatever, I'm like, I came to his video to get an explanation of what happened with the MMO, and he just talked about how it was him and how he's so smart and they're so dumb or what. It was like so bad. That's why I'm like, I didn't learn anything from this. I have no idea what's going on.
I genuinely don't think, in everything I've seen, I don't think that it was intended as a scam. I do think that there are some scammy, cruddy things happening around it. I've heard it pointed out. I think it was Josh Strife Hayes was talking about it, and he said that they had said, like, hey, you'll get your money back if the game doesn't launch. The game came out in early access on Steam, and after like 30 days it got pulled, so it feels like it's just long enough to say, well, it launched, we don't owe you any money back. I have heard that there are people getting refunds through Steam, but who knows, like, how much, how long, how many people are getting that. So there's definitely people upset about it. Ultimately, the big story here is that Ashes of Creation was this big, mostly PvP focused MMO that was coming out. It got as far as early access, had some play testing, stuff like that. And it was a game that a lot of people were looking forward to.
Yeah, seemed like a lot of promise, right?
And it fell through. It's gone. It's done.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of upset and, blame being thrown around, which I think it will come out over time where exactly the fault lies. Usually it's a little bit in a lot of camps, right?
Somewhere in the middle, yeah.
Unless it is a blatant scam, and we have seen what blatant scam games look like, because they have existed. What was that? Was it Days Gone? Is that what it was?
No, Days Gone was
not Days Gone. Yeah. What was it? What was that? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That zombie game.
Oh,
DayZ.
Not DayZ. That came out.
DayZ's real.
I
don't even know.
Days
Gone is the that's a real game. That's the motorcycle. That's the motorcycle game.
Yeah,
the day before, I knew it was something about the day before. That's an actual scam game.
Yeah.
We've seen what it looks like. Thank you, Briartone in the chat for I knew it had day in there somewhere. It was one of these days. I don't think this. I think this was made with the intention of coming out, but like not a lot of MMOs are coming out these days. Most of them are failing to launch. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. And I think there's a lot of complicated reasons for that. I don't think it's as simple as like one person did one thing, be that a person as Pirate Software, or be that as, somebody who's actually working on the team. I think they fail for a lot of reasons. And I think right now, the ultimate lesson to take away from this is, unfortunately, be careful what you throw your support behind if you're out there listening, which kind of sucks because a lot of these projects, the funding isn't there. I mean, we've made the joke like we should call our show Core AI and then we'll get funding because that's where all the money's going to, but it is kind of true. Yeah. The investment money is drying up a bit for gaming. We saw that with Ghostcrawler's game that was coming out. Like that didn't pan out. We're seeing that with this. There isn't a lot of independent funding. So a lot of people are being tasked like, hey, you guys got to support us. You got to support us. But also learn the lessons of these and don't support these projects because they're not going to come out.
Behind Highguard too. Because they had 100 employees. They did some napkin math. They probably had like a 10 million to 20 million burn rate. Yeah. They were doing it for 5 years. Yeah. So someone probably said, that's it. Here's your 50
There's
million.
your money. You're done. Yeah.
You better launch. And they're like, we're not ready. I saw an interview and they did not look like the type of people that were thrilled to launch their game.
I don't think they were ready.
In retrospect, yeah, for sure.
I mean, and I don't even, it's not even like, can it make it better over time? Sure. But there's always money pressure and how you're going to do it. In this particular case, though, first of all, Pirate Software should change his channel to Pirate Software, I make it about me. His stuff is all about himself, so don't go over there, and that's number one.
Well, there's more than just him that did videos. I was always a little undecided in that whole debacle, and it was funny having not watched any of his stuff for like 6 months. Just watching one video to get a simple explanation from the guy, the number one content creator for the game. And it just being like, he was like, the lead developer just stopped messaging me after I made a critique about fishing or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like,
they don't care about your damn critique about
that's
fishing.
not why this happened. I can guarantee you, like, whatever it is you're talking about is not why this game shut down.
Yeah.
John Strife Hayes did a good video on it. I don't know that I still know the answers fully, but it just seems like there is some shenanigans about some of it. There wasn't supposed to be a board of directors, but I guess they incorporated at some point. And,
yeah, they kept saying that they don't answer to a board of directors, and then after it closed, there was a statement that the board of directors forced them out. So
people
there is some questionable things going on. That's why I said I think there's going to be some stuff that comes out.
And that's why the lead developer quit, because he said they're making me do things I don't want to do. But the whole thing was the guy had full creative control. So it's like, and how did you get into this position? Did you get some investment money and made a deal that you didn't tell people about, or I don't know. So.
Yeah. Not only that, there's some story. I think the chat talked about it. One of the dudes. Oh, here it is. The guy. Where is it? Crap. Now I can't find it. But basically,
the guy has a history of being kind of
some sketchy stuff. But also, he put his house in not escrow. What do you call it? Anyway, protected from lawsuits. So, like, he's got a multi-million-dollar house, and before all this announced, like, they're just doing shady shit. It's like, well, we're going to get exposed, so let's go.
They're having their cake and eat it too, right? Because I guess if you don't incorporate, then it's personal liability, which means they can go after. If your business goes under, everything's on the table in terms of recovering costs, including where you live. But if you incorporate, that indemnifies you from that kind of collection in terms of money, right? Like it stops at the business. The business out of money, no one can collect the debts, and they won't personally go after you. So I feel like this person was publicly saying, like, I'm putting it all on the line, but then not really.
Yeah, then wasn't.
And it's probably smart to not put it all on the line, to be honest with you, and definitely smart not to tell people you're putting everything on the line, because they'll take advantage of it if they're unhappy about something anyways. Like, it's probably in the gaming space. People take like something stupid super personally and ruin your game. That's never happened before.
No, that never goes down that way.
So
there it is. We'll talk more about it if more comes out, but right now it just feels like a mess that will we'll learn more. Like John said, over time we'll find out what really went on, but it ain't good for nobody. Obsidian got a little candid. I like Obsidian, big fan of the studio. They've had a mediocre couple of years though. They got candid about Avowed, Grounded 2, Outer Worlds 2, and said there'll be no Outer Worlds 3. And I say boo.
Damn.
Boo. It's the sales thing, right?
Hooray.
Yeah, John's fine with it.
I say good. I don't think you guys knew what to do with that universe you made.
What do you think the deal is though with like, it's just a sales thing, do you think? Like it just didn't?
Yeah, so in the interview, this was an interview with Jason Schreier. They talked about like how crazy it was that they launched 3 games in 1 year. And they owned up to it. They said very clearly that like that's not a sign of like, oh, things are good. They said if you have 3 games launched in 1 year, it means you messed up. Like you didn't do something right. And he said for the size of our studio, you know, we're smaller than Larian. We're smaller than CD Projekt Red.
Holy
and
shit.
To
really?
have 3 games coming out that same year, we were having to spread people very, very thin to cover everything. And 2 of the games underperformed, which was Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. Grounded 2 did surprisingly well. And so they said that there were bigger issues to all of that.
They're Microsoft owned now, right?
Yeah, and these games also had much longer than expected development time. I think they said Avowed was 7 years.
Whoa, 7 years! Wow,
It's really long, and it like the idea of what the game was going to be changed completely. It was originally going to be Skyrim meets Destiny, and it was going to be an online multiplayer type game.
Yeah,
And
it makes me sad to even hear you say those words. I hate
there have been dramatic changes. They said, you know, we're trying to get things moving faster. Honestly, they said, I think the thing that was the most hopeful for me is, you know, we kind of built this company off using other people's engines to make really stellar content and, you know, make the most of, like, that's what New Vegas was, you know, like that was them taking what was built with Fallout 3 and doing something crazy with it. And they said they need to stop starting completely from scratch every time they approach a project, and they need to make use of what they have and get a shorter turnaround time on these things and put things out at a more reasonable pace. Certainly not 3 games a year. I wasn't a big fan of Outer Worlds 2 for mostly for technical reasons, but I also think Outer Worlds is just not a good game universe for the kind of RPGs that they tell. I think it kind of falls into the Borderlands territory, which it doesn't mean it can't be done, because I was reminded Tales of the Borderlands exist, or Tales from the Borderlands exists, and that is a very good story in a world that I wouldn't expect you to be able to tell great stories in. So it can be done, but I just don't think the story they told in the Outer Worlds or Outer Worlds 2 was very compelling, and I disagreed with a lot of the design decisions for Outer Worlds 2. I actually really liked Avowed from a gameplay perspective, but for a game that's about having your companions with you, you know, at times it felt very Mass Effect, not just because the main first guy you got was voiced by Garrus, but like the story was so tepid. Like I didn't care about any of the companions, and it's like you've really got to hang your hat on your writing and the story you're telling if that's the kind of game you're going to make. And it just didn't have it. But it was fun to play, and it was I thought the way they did exploration was really good. So there were some gameplay elements in there that I liked, but they just never really found that magic sauce, the mix of gameplay and story coming together cohesively. So I'm curious to see what they do next. They did say they're not necessarily walking away from Avowed or the Pillars of Eternity kind of universes. So they're not done with that, but they did say they're not going to be doing Outer Worlds 3.
Well, that bums me out a little, but also maybe this is a thing you need to kickstart the thing they're famous for, which is amazing writing. They were so good in Fallout New Vegas. Like, bring that back.
I mean, that's how I could really easily tell. Like, and it's one of a few reasons why I tried New Vegas, is I thought, is it just like, am I just being salty? Like, or did they actually has the writing quality changed? And I went back and played New Vegas and went, nope, things have dramatically changed. Like, the writing in this is infinitely better than what we're seeing from the other games. So
different people, but still, like, that's your legacy. You got to live up to it, or else you're going to see lower sales.
Yeah.
I mean, if those games would have been at that level, I don't think we'd be talking about this. They would have had amazing sales in both cases. You know, it would have been improvements in every way. To the Avowed universe is just the Pillars of Eternity universe, and that's a big jump into 3D and first person. And if you could do that with, keep your story consistent, because those two games had great stories, 1 and 2 of Pillars, and then Outer Worlds 1 wasn't like amazing story, but it was pretty good, and it made you think, man, imagine what they can do now, because this is successful.
Yeah.
And then they just, I don't know, it's really, really weird to me. But what'd they say about Grounded? Because I like Grounded 1, I haven't played 2.
Just that it continued to perform above expectations, so they're, it's kind of carrying everything. The thing that I also find hopeful is that they didn't go, well, Grounded is the only thing that's really carrying us at this point, so it's just all Grounded from here on out. It's just all survival, multiplayer, little experiences we're going to make now. They do seem to understand, at least, that, like, hey, we want to make these bigger games. We just got to find a different way to do it, and, understand that games like Grounded 2 help facilitate that.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like, because of its success, they don't have Papa Microsoft breathing down their neck about what they do next, because it's like, well, yeah, there were 2 that came up short, but this one did well enough that we still get to kind of do what we want.
It's funny that the weird offshoot Grounded, which is just some funky idea with, it takes advantage of a popular subgenre, survival, right? But it's like everyone's tiny. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and it's like this weird little offshoot that should have been like the smallest of the 3, but it performed the best.
I think bugs are still appealing to kids and like younger players, though.
Yeah, not you though. Those spiders were bad, right? You didn't like those.
Well, yeah, I'm really not into spiders, but like I remember my sister used to have like bugs in like tons of like these containers and stuff like that. Like bugs were really big in my house for my sister, at least. Like I think there's just some kids that really like bugs.
Yeah.
And I think this game's probably pretty appealing because I can't think of any other game like it.
Yeah, I liked Grounded 1 quite a bit. 2, I haven't played yet, but I'm just kind of waiting for early access to end.
It was interesting. I didn't play a lot of it, but like there was enough of a hook where I was like, what is this? What's this about?
Yeah.
What's this going to be like? So
it was cool.
It was well done.
A little more. I want more story, but then maybe this is not where their strengths are right now. But I think story would help Grounded. Maybe Grounded 2 has more story. I don't know. Some more compelling story. Make it an actual RPG and not just I got to craft a bunch of shit and here's my craft window and I got to craft, Like crafting's fine, but give me more. What else? Oh, John took another bullet for the team and watched the latest Nintendo Partner Direct. I'm really glad someone did, because I didn't know this was a thing. It. So when they say partner, they mean like third party, like indies and junk like that?
Yeah, this is not the good Nintendo Directs where Nintendo rolls out the red carpet for their stuff. This is, hey, other people that we like are doing stuff.
Was this this didn't involve Hugh Morris at all, right? He's not in there?
No, Hugh Morris didn't make an appearance, unfortunately. That actually probably would have made it a lot more entertaining.
That's a shame.
This was a trailer of things you've already seen, you've already played, or you already own, being announced for the Switch 2 in some capacity. Like, that's all this really was. Like, if there's stuff in there that you end up liking and that you were like, oh, but that looks so cool. There was a game where a lady's sneaking around dinosaurs. Like, okay, yeah, it was there. It looks, it looked like that B tier game that we say doesn't exist. It's in there. This anime game, but we've already seen this.
Yeah, this was at a PlayStation
Orbitals,
event or
the
something.
co-op. Yeah, this has already been shown, but like, some of the stuff looked cool, but it's mostly just confirming stuff that's coming out. It's all stuff we've already seen before. I think the one announcement, if I can just target one of us specifically. Oh yeah, Valheim's coming out there on the Switch 2. But
So Switch 2
Scott,
players can wait forever for 1.0 as well.
yeah.
Yes.
A whole new breed. Scott, there was one announcement for you.
Uh-oh.
The
Okay.
Bomberman collection is coming out.
Actually, that's exciting.
Yeah, I know.
I love Bomberman.
I knew there was one thing in here for somebody.
Oh my
the
gosh.
The Bomberman collection is your thing.
See if I can find it here. Is it? Oh yeah, here it is. So tell me how far back we get. We get like old. Is it everything? Oh, I need to know. Oh, there it is. Okay, Bomberman 2, 3 is amazing. Super 4 and 3 are amazing. 5 is all right. Just Super Bomb. Is that all? Just these? They're not doing 93 and oh no. Well, I can't tell.
This is Hudson Soft that makes it.
Challenge Zone? Dude, I'm
Although
getting this.
there is already a Super Bomberman collection on Steam.
Is it that?
Featuring a collection of 7 titles with 10 versions.
I think it's on Steam.
Contains Super Bomberman. Oh, did this just come out today? Is this the game? Yeah, this just came out today. It is on Steam. It's not a Nintendo exclusive. So
I am buying this as soon as we're done.
Buy it now.
I love these games. I'm a huge fan.
It's got a lot of different versions. It's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so it's Super Bomberman, which is Japanese only, US version, European version. That was the original one. These are all SNES versions. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. 5's not that great.
I think this collection. It's on Steam as well, so you can get it for Steam Deck too.
Yeah. Yes.
It
Steam
came out today.
Yep,
Yeah.
today.
Today.
Wait, John, didn't you just say it was coming out on Steam today? Didn't you just say that?
Oh, sorry.
I did that.
It's just funny because you repeated almost word for word what John just said.
I'm sorry. I had the direct on and I was getting details. I was investigating. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
He had
You're
his
good.
detective cap on.
Do we know, is this coming to PS5 and Xbox and all that, or do we know? We don't know.
I don't know. Nintendo's really bad about pretending other consoles exist, so they
good
don't
point.
they don't really advertise that you can get it everywhere. So I don't actually know. I didn't even know it was going to be on Steam. So
Well,
Yeah,
that's
if you made an advertisement for the Nintendo Direct and mentioned it'd be on other systems,
Yes.
they'd probably sue you.
Super Bomberman Collection available on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 1, and the PC.
all right.
So,
Well, I'll just get the Steam Deck version because that's great. Wait, is it compatible? Hold on. No. Well, yes.
it says playable.
Playable. Let's see what we have to eat there. Oh, it's just you have to change the resolution. That's fine. I can do that. Everything else is good. All right. I'm getting that. I don't even care. I already have all this on, I have the ROMs for all this, but I'd love this
I don't even care. I mean, I don't blame you. I'd be excited. about
I
it
love
too,
Bomberman stuff, so I'm all in. I kind of wish there was a few, like Bomberman 93 for the, what's it called? What's that device? The
The Neo Geo.
TurboGrafx.
TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah, the 93 version of Bomberman is awesome. Also, the best version, in my opinion, is the Sega Saturn version, which nobody played, but it is so good. I'd love some of those, but I get it.
John, can I ask you this dinosaur sneaking around thing that you were like, whatever about?
I didn't say whatever. I said people might say looks cool.
It's Turok. It's a Turok game, isn't it?
No, there is a Turok. They've already shown the Turok game, but yeah, there is a Turok game. The Turok Origins was in there as well. There's 2 dinosaur games in this.
The gameplay they showed from the new this is remake, right?
This is Rebirth, so they
Rebirth.
did give a release date for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Performance
on
looks
Switch
nice.
too.
Looked like it runs real
Yeah,
good.
by all accounts, its remake was very well received on the Nintendo Switch. It looks like Rebirth is going to be similar. So
That's cool.
Another place for that.
Yeah, that's cool. So
Everybody's like, "Are you going to buy it, John? It comes with Magic cards." It's like, buy Magic cards, you guys. Like, I don't need to buy a game I already own to buy Magic cards.
Hey, it's got that weird girl on your shoulder game that you already played, the Capcom deal.
Pragmata, yeah, the demo for that. It was, like I said, there's a lot of things in there. There's things in there I like. Resident Evil got shown in there. There's stuff I like. It is all stuff we have already seen.
Yeah. That's kind of a bummer that it's not a lot of new stuff, but I guess, you know what? Listen, the Shanna fans in the world are stoked right now because they love rebuying all their shit. So,
yeah. Can I buy it again?
Yeah.
But give Nintendo some of the money?
Yeah, would that be okay? What else? Fallout Season 2 is over. John is going to give us his spoiler-free review. That's good because I'm 4 episodes behind. The funeral and everything else got made our lives hard. We have to catch up. So John, Fallout Season 2, did it hit all its marks?
I think it was really good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put up a disclaimer. I like the Fallout universe. I like the Fallout world. I'm occasionally critical of Bethesda and some of their businesses, but I really like Fallout overall. And I think if you are a fan of Fallout, this season was pretty damn good. It definitely catered to you. I feel like that first season was a really solid season of television with some cool sprinklings if you're a fan of Fallout. This felt like a really solid season of cool things for Fallout fans and a pretty good sprinkling of a good season on top of it. I think the biggest issue for me is that it does feel like half a season. It doesn't quite feel like it wraps everything up in its full 8 episodes. It's only 8 episodes long. And to keep it spoiler free, I'm not gonna spoil anything for anybody on it, but already going into this season, the characters of the first season were pretty spread out in different places.
That's true.
And very quickly in this season, they pick up more story threads in different places to follow. And there's definitely a feeling of we're not going to cover all this season. And there are definitely things where it's like, okay, so this is going to be important later, I guess, because some stuff does not get its full due. That said, I think the story they told was pretty solid. I had a lot of fun. If you like Fallout New Vegas, there's a lot you're going to like this season. And I thought it ended strong. It has me excited for what the next season's going to be, where it's going to go. There's, it hits pretty much everything you would want from a Fallout thing. There's like one more thing as a fan of the series that I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if they put that in the show, and they teased that thing. So I'm pretty stoked. So overall, I really liked it. Really excited for whatever they do with the 3rd season, which I think they're supposed to be filming pretty soon. Like, I think it's ramping up pretty quick.
Yeah, I think they're trying to hurry with it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I think if you were a Fallout fan, definitely watch it. If you liked the first season, this one might feel a little in the weeds. It's hard because I can't disconnect what I know about the universe and pretend I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Yeah.
So like if they talk about the Enclave or they, you see something that from the game, I get excited about that. But how does somebody that doesn't know what those things are and what that means, how does that resonate with them? I don't know.
Yeah, you basically put it really well when you said this was the season for you if you are the player. Like the gamer really got shout outs this time. And not just simple fan service, like deep cuts that regular people aren't going to even get. That's my impression so far. And I think I'm 4 episodes from the end. So it's actually only about a half season for me. But I agree. That's good. And you know who we didn't have to invoke? The Spoiler Baron. He didn't have to come up for nothing.
Didn't need the Spoiler Baron. Didn't need him. I didn't spoil anything.
Not a
I
damn
almost
thing.
did, but I didn't.
Not a damn thing. So do you know what happened with that countdown thing? Did that turn out to be anything?
Yeah, let's talk about the countdown. So a lot of hopium existed out in the world because there was a countdown on the Fallout TV show website that was due to expire right when the last episode of the season came out. And a lot of people thought it was going to be an announcement of a HD remake of Fallout 3 and or New Vegas. And that's why it was so specifically time-gated compared to everything else. And I think a lot of people are now pretending like I didn't think that, yet everybody's talking about it. A lot of people are sad and a lot of news stories written about this thing. It wasn't that. It ended up being a 3D model of one of the sets where you can click to find behind the scenes images.
That was it. That's
I
lame.
mean, if you're in it, so it's that tower in the upper right corner if you're playing with it.
So here's the penthouse. Explore 3D location. Okay. I mean, this kind of stuff's neat, but don't give me a countdown
neat, but
timer.
if you're expecting, if you have set your bar to, I hope they re-release a game I really like.
Yeah.
You're gonna be let down. And I won't lie, I was hopeful because I did try to play New Vegas, and even though the game was crashing every 5 seconds, I was still like, I'm gonna stick with it because I like this game so much. Yeah. And then I heard the rumors that were going around, and I thought, okay, well, I'll give it a go. And hope.
Yeah.
Nope. It's a 3D space to explore.
Ooh.
I mean, it's cool to see, I guess.
Taking forever to load, so I'm not going to worry.
You can
about
press enter. I saw it pop up right before.
Oh, shit. Well, now I closed it.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you know what?
I'll look at it later. Go check it out, everybody.
And that is maybe vaguely spoilerish, but I don't know. I think we knew that they were going to New Vegas.
Bless you, Beau. Bless you.
Find the mute button. Sorry.
Did your eyebrows change color when you sneezed? Because that would have been amazing.
Maybe. I couldn't find the mute button. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. There's that. Beau, you wanted to know if anybody's tried Google Genie. I haven't tried it. You got to be on the $250 a month thing to use that tool. So you can't just do it unless you are a subscriber to Google's.
I wondered if you guys did, or if anyone in the audience wants to write in and tell us about their experience.
I did an article up at core.com about how it's not what people think it is. I mean, basically, you can create 3 minutes of video. You can put in prompts that say, I want Mario running around an N64 looking landscape by a castle, and it will do what you think it is, which is kind of screw with Nintendo's IP in a way that makes me think their lawyers are brave. But anyway, and it's 720p and 24 frames.
24 frames.
You can run around for 3 minutes and not really interact with anything. You can see.
These guys aren't gamers. They're like, surely they'll accept this.
Well, if you ignore all of the industry's cooks, look at this, he did it in a minute or whatever. If you ignore those posts, if you look at what it really is, it is like most Gen AI, it is not making anything. It is assembling elements that has been trained on. So that's why you see a lot of GTA looking things, stuff that looks like Nintendo properties, because that's what people are prompting. So it's pulling from that stuff. It assembles a thing you can sort of walk around in or move around in. And there's jank and there's things you expect in the AI thing. I mean, it's impressive from a technological, purely like it generated all this from your prompt notion, but they're not games. They're basically very short, interactive, 24 frame, 720p experiences. That's all. As
a tool, how I would think it's like actually useful. So they're just trying to sucker like normal people into spending money on this because it's just a novelty. Because like the actual way this would be useful is to generate like Blender files, right? It's like, here, mock up New York City, and then it's like export all that so I can work with it on Unreal Engine or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's the idea. The idea here, I mean, I actually think what Google wants this for is not what people think it's for. People think, oh no, this can replace games. This is how you'll make games. That's not what they've been very clear in some of their technical documentation to say, like a lot of Gen AI, this is used for prototyping. It's not used for, I'm going to make a video game over a weekend like we joke about sometimes, and it will be a big hit on Monday.
Oh, it's idea generation.
Yeah. Like even this shot here I took from one of the videos that I found on YouTube, and this guy was raving about how, look, it's like they took elements of Control and the style of the Remedy games, but also it's like what Kojima vibes and all the landscape. And I'm like, yeah, look at that damn waterfall. Looks like it's effed. Where the hell's that coming from? It's like floating down the couldn't get it right. So my point is, this just isn't what people think it is. Think of it as more of the slop we're used to. It's just, I guess, a next step forward in the slop.
There'll be like a space for it. I've been looking into Suno a lot, and I know people know about typing in a prompt and getting a song out of it, which is pretty lame. But they have like a multi-track DAW in there now. And like, let's say you have your own drums that you recorded and your own vocal line and maybe some rhythm guitar, but you want like a sax solo. You don't know how to play sax. So you play the sax solo on guitar, and then you just say, just take that one track, the lead, like wee wee Van Halen shit, and turn it into a sax solo for me. And it'll just take that and turn it into a sax solo, and it sounds pretty good. And it's not like you're generating a whole song; you're just using it to like make it generate a different instrument that you don't play for your recording. And it might do some improvisational stuff, and like happy accidents are part of music making, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's very interesting. So I imagine from they say like design video games and stuff like that, I sort of imagine it's kind of the same thing, where it's like it's not making you a video game, but you're like, I need a mountain landscape, but I have no idea what I want to do. Spit out. Like the map maker I have for D&D, Wonder Draft, it'll spit out like random coastlines. Like I don't have to draw my own coastline. I'll just cycle through a bunch of random coastlines till I find one I like. I mean, it's not AI making, well, you could call it AI. It's code. It's code like procedurally generating it. So whether it's proc gen or some weird AI thing, what does it matter if it's, spitting out ideas? So, I do understand. That's why I was wondering if somebody checked this out. But the surface level, like making Muzak with Suno is like, of course, everyone hates Muzak. It's stupid. Like, and so people impressed by it just feels like these people are easily impressed, and it sucks. And it's sort of the same with the video game thing, where it's like, clearly they're bad video games, but maybe it's good for idea generation, like you said.
Yeah, and this is where I struggle with this. Is it's not so much that it's really hard to have that conversation and have any kind of nuanced conversation around it. We try to here, because I think you're right. I think there's value in that, and studios are already seeing the value in the prototyping stage of it. It won't matter to some people if you have any kind of justification, because there's no justification in their mind, and there are others who are just full on burn it all down. AI is the best thing ever. F everything else. Like there's just no middle ground. It's one of the most frustrating conversations online I've ever had in my life.
They've had a terrible marketing campaign. This administration's hugely controversial. Every tech person's over there with their hands out. That's not a good look for your product, I think, if you're just trying to sell it, And I think like the energy costs are like super hilarious. Like it's bad. Nobody wants that, but it's just like you look at a lot of the Chinese models can just run on a Mac Mini. In like 5 years, we probably can run these AI models that are very specifically tailored to specific tasks locally, and it won't burn a ton of energy. You know what I mean? And then there's the copyright thing, but they can be ethically trained as well. Like we can get there. We can get to a place where an AI could be ethically trained, doesn't use a lot of energy, and will just be pretty, like a VST. Like you have a compressor. No one's like mad about, oh, you got compression on your audio podcast. Like what an immoral thing, and it'll probably be at that level in 5 or 10 years. And all this investment, like the giant data centers are just it's like games as a service. You know how like we're just like, why does every game have to be a service? Like, and you make bad games because you're making decisions. It's like I think AI's kind of got the same arc where everyone just wants to scale it big and have it be like a Big Brother kind of thing. Probably you'll just have AI on like an SSD. You'll just be like, well, I got my LLM, dongle, and I just plug that into my computer. Like in 5-10 years, I don't know why. What
people should really focus on, in my opinion, is the level of disinformation going around. You guys should read this stuff Dan Patterson writes about now with the company he's with. You can find them on Substack. It's some of that stuff is freaky and amazing. It's actually kind of really interesting. But my beef though really is that this conversation we're having now, this is good. Outside,
I just don't want to spend $250 on this, but I'm curious if like anyone actually has a good.
Somebody out there may, and if they do, let us know. I'm just so sorry. I'm so sick of the arguing. I'm so sick of it.
For sure.
Ugh. Why can't we all be like the core hosts where we're reasonable about everything?
Yeah, the best hosts in the universe.
Right? Exactly.
We're never hyperbolic or irrationally angry about anything on this show.
I know.
That never happens.
No, never.
At least not me. I can't speak for you guys.
Exactly. All right. Let us move past all of this and into our break. Wait, did I miss anything? Hold on. Nope, that's it. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about our week in gaming and all that. All right.
Hooray.
And more. So stick around. We'll be right back.
I'll stick.
Oh, let's bring it in. Hey, everybody, we're back. We're breaking news. Deep. Beau found out they did something weird in Overwatch already since we already talked about it. What happened?
Oh, they stealth launched Anran.
Oh, it was a character we knew was coming, but they stealth launched it today.
Yeah, it's in there. Because I thought maybe I'd log into Overwatch during the break and get a quick game in since you weren't back. However, the DPS queue is really long.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't they say they were going to do a preview of one? Like, is it fully launched or is it just... I thought they said
ranked.
during the thing that they were going to do a preview.
It's not in ranked, but I'm in the game and I can play it in practice in the shooting range. And I'm going to tell you in just a second if I can pick it in unranked because I got into it.
Chad says it was planned they are doing a test run of each of the characters up until the full release.
Yep, I can play as Anran.
All right. Well, Anran is great, right? I don't know. How is Anran?
I don't know. She's got fans. She's like Chinese and uses fans for her weapons.
She's got like a big, what do you call it? The hat that you see in Tsushima all the time. The big, what's that called? The big hat.
No hats. Like I know what you're talking. Like the saucer hat or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what those are called. They probably have a really proper name. Anyway, not the straw hats because they had a bump at the top. I just mean like the good old fashioned, like whatever that is. What do you call that? It looks like a hat you could take off and throw at somebody Kung Lao style. Chop their arm off.
It's got
They call it
a
the Kung
name.
Lao.
The
That's
Kung
right.
Lao. Yeah.
I like Omega 9's Raiden hat.
The Raiden hat.
Raiden
There you
hat.
go. Mortal Kombat's got all the
That's
answers.
what I would call it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have all the answers. All right. Well, we're back, and now we got to talk about games we played, and let's get going with that because that's always a fun thing. Oh, I should probably play this.
You were almost.
No, I don't want that. No, I don't want. Yeah, I'll do that. It's time for the games we play. That was kind of loud. Sorry. Although
I liked it.
Atari fans are stoked because that's the
You
only-
were almost.
I played Midnight Walk. John, remember talking about this?
I do.
Yeah. So our old pal Shanafan,
Nope.
Shanafan.
Nope.
Shatter.
Nope. You said two very wrong things.
Shatterproof is what I meant to say. He sent me this game, and you had spoken pretty highly of what you'd seen. You hadn't played a ton, but you were like, "Whoa, this game's got something to say." It's also VR capable. It runs just fine without VR, but I can't imagine playing this in VR because it would genuinely freak me out.
I was gonna say, has this elicited a Scott reaction yet?
Oh yeah, a couple times. Those weird paper mache dog things that chase you down and eat you. They're pretty hard to deal with. But that actually gets me to what I'm most impressed about with this game. This game uses stop motion, scanned in stop motion stuff, paper mache modeling that was scanned in and then made into computer models, hand drawn, hand built, hand everything. Everything feels like it's made out of like paper, crepe paper, and just cool like craft materials, metals, and just a strange bunch of stuff in this game. And it's called The Midnight Walk. I don't know how far I am. I'm at least 2 hours in, 2.5, something like that. I streamed it. What I've played so far, and it is like, imagine. Well, in fact, you can see it right here. Imagine if who made Nightmare Before Christmas? Can't think of his name. Tim Burton. Imagine Tim Burton came along and said, "Hey, this is a weird drawing I did," and then all that came to life. That's kind of what this world is. It's just a weird, strange, very discordant kind of place. Not scary in the traditional way, like horrifying scary, more scary and like, I don't know what I'm doing here. These people are weird. There's headless people, and I talk to the heads. They're called headies, I think. There's a whole story about why they're just heads sitting around. They're always going, people have shown up with bodies and arms. I don't trust the arms, this kind of stuff. Just weird game. And I have nothing but positive things to say about it, except for this part where the floor texture didn't load in for some reason. I don't know why. Other than that, a beautiful game, very atmospheric, trippy music, moments of real shock and awe.
This is like kind of the first game that made me think maybe I would play this in VR.
Yeah, it's really like it would scare me because those dog things I'll die. I'll scream and die.
They would be scary, but it's just one of those things that, like, you know, when 3D was all the rage in movie theaters, you know, there was only really one movie I ever saw that made me go, oh my gosh, this experience is only like this because I saw it in 3D, and that was Coraline. It was an incredible experience in 3D.
Yeah, it was really good.
And I feel like this would fall into a similar boat in VR where, like, there's something about the way that is immersive with the real tactile feel to everything. I think it could be really cool.
Yeah, I can see why people... This is pretty highly rated. VR people really like it, but it might be something Beau would quite enjoy. It is very, very odd. And they lean into the oddness. Like, it's pretty original. I don't know that I've ever played anything quite like it. I don't think... It's not going for cheap scares or, you know, grossness or anything. It doesn't really do that. It's more just like, this is a really weird nightmare world that you're now in, called the Nightmare Walk, or the Midnight Walk, sorry. And there's a sweetness to it. This little dude with he's called Pot Boy. He's kind of like Sack Boy, but he's got this little flame on his head, and he's really important. I don't know why yet, but there's something about him that matters. Here's one of the little head people. Just an odd little bugger of a game. And I'm really liking it, so I'm going to keep playing it. Oh, he was so mad when I took the stick. This little dude here got so pissed. Look at him. You took my favorite stick. Give it back. No.
He looks like Gomez Adams.
A little bit. A little bit. All the art styles are very reminiscent of like the old Addams Family cartoons. The Tim Burton effect is definitely here. The Coraline kind of vibe. I forgot that guy's name who did Coraline, actually the guy that directed. Oh, Henry Selick. He's the one that actually directed Nightmare Before Christmas. Everyone thinks it was Tim Burton himself, but it was just his story and his concepts. But that guy is just like a freaking stop motion genius. There's a bunch of that kind of stuff in here. And again, this thing you're looking at, that's not just made in some blender and then brought into the game. This is scanned in stuff handmade first.
Oh.
And there's a lot of it. It's just really cool. This is a piece of art, basically, that plays really well. So,
is there any like platforming or action to it, or is it like mainly exploration?
A lot of exploration, a lot of puzzle solving. There are parts where you got to stand on a pad while you get Pot Boy to stand on a pad, so you can simultaneously open a gate. Some simple stuff like that. There's actually one coming up here where I have to figure out this little map and what the puzzle is, and then go rotate some switches until I get it right. So there's some of that going on.
And you played this on PC?
PC, yeah. Yeah,
so I think this game is VR supported. Do you think you give it a try in your headset?
Well, it is definitely VR
one
supported.
Like best VR game, I think, on Steam or something like that.
Yeah, it's highly regarded for VR. That's the reason I was saying I think you'd really like it, because I think
I have a wish list and I was like, looks, I mean, it looks really awesome.
Look at this weird shit. Look at this thing over there. Look at that guy talking to you. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Anyway, I think it's neat. In some ways,
are there any spiders in it?
Not that I've seen so far.
Okay.
The paper mache dog things are the closest I've gotten to that. They're pretty freaky, but they're not. You can deal with them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything here is going to be freaky, but I just don't want any spiders.
Yeah, I don't. As far as I know, no spiders. But everybody watching it in the stream, I think they were pretty impressed with it.
It looks cool.
Oh, chat says reminds him of Oddworld. Yeah, that's a fair comparison. Yeah, there's a little bit of that. It's neat though. I don't know. It made me think that if I'd have known about this game more thoroughly before our voting, it may have made at least a top 10 for the year. Because even just 2 hours in, I think it's pretty.
It's visually very striking.
Oh yeah, sure. It's really cool. These are matchsticks basically, and later you have to deal with matches, and there's a whole thing. I have a match shooting gun. That's pretty cool. That's basically a sardine can right there. Anyway, it's really cool. Check it out. It is called The Midnight Walk and available now. Thanks again to Shatterproof for that. And I also, on stream, decided to play a game called Butcher's Creek. I've had this one in my wish list for a while. Grabbed it on sale. I thought, man, look at this. It's like an old shooter style thing where you walk around and it's melee only. There's no guns. You just have to, fight, do stuff. And then I realized, oh shit, this is like first person Silent Hill or something. And it really is. And it's horrifying, and I kind of hate it, and I'll never play it again because it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's funny that you played this like voluntarily, because usually people have to get you to play it.
Yeah, I thought it looked more like like playing Doom or something. I was wrong.
And I like the text in this game. The text is like VCR text.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, and you have to collect VCR tapes. There's a whole thing about the tapes being a big deal. So it's definitely, aiming for some retro.
Looks like it'd be awesome to play it on a CRT, like or a TV, like cathode ray TV.
Yeah, and in the default mode, there's a fuzz to everything that is kind of like that. This guy is streaming it without that on, I think, just for clarity. Oh, there's the first bad guy you deal with. And it's a little soulsy on the combat. You got to parry at the right time, and if you die, it's a pain. The guys are always going, "You mother effing son of a bitch." There's just pissed off guys in hoods. Ooh, he's gonna die. And you take picture of blood spatters, either people you've killed or some you just find. And when you do that, you get health back, weirdly.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
This is odd.
It's very weird. But yeah, the atmosphere is off the charts. The sound is insane. The music, if you want to call it that, it's more like discordant noise.
What's the premise? Are you just lost, or
no? You're well, yeah. So you go and explore this place because you're trying to find somebody, or I can't remember. You're just trying to find civilization, I think. So you go into this place to find them, and then eventually someone puts a bag over your head when you stumble into like the room full of Jeffrey Epstein bullshit or whatever's going on in there, cameras and stuff. And then someone knocks you out, and then you wake up in a prison cell, and you kind of have to now get out, and you don't know where you are. You're deeper in.
You look like you're in the Barbarian house.
Kind of, right? That's what oh my gosh, that's what it reminded me of the whole time. Barbarian. Nailed it. John just said it. That's what it reminded me of. And there's a collectability about all the tapes. You get these keys. It's in some ways it's real simple, old school, but they've decided to just lean into the environmental stuff so hard that this thing gave me palpitations. I had to quit. F this game.
Yeah, well, there's no light.
No, not really. I mean, it's a real short light, and the guys are real dicks that you fight, and there's a whole thing. There's a little story going on because you pick up notes and you read kind of what people are saying, but every once in a while, I gotta go, "Hey!" like that out of nowhere and scare the poo right out of your little bunghole. It's not nice. Anyway, game's cool.
Right out of your bunghole.
For what it is, this game is really rad, but I can't finish it. I'm not going to play this anymore. I'm done.
Did you stream it?
Yeah, I did. This is me playing.
Yeah, at least you're earning some revenue out of it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's not me playing. Sorry, that was somebody else. I did.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, because I know you're like, these games give you anxiety, so it's like at least some good can come of it. But if you're playing it by yourself, then maybe your family just hears you screaming.
Basically, yeah. Kim called me. Are you okay down there? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. F this game. Anyway, but 4 stars out of 5, everybody. Go get yourself Butcher's Creek. Just don't make me play it.
Oh, 4 out of 5 stars.
I mean, I know what I'm playing is good. I can tell. This is a well-crafted one of these. Ooh, just gets under my skin. Can't do it.
Yeah.
And I also want to throw out a quick thanks. I've only barely opened it and installed it, but I want to thank Nighttime, who sent me a copy of LUNARK on Steam. The quick thing I'll say about LUNARK is if you are a fan of Flashback or what was that other one that was like Flashback? Well, you guys were talking about Oddworld too. Oddworld has a lot of those games where it's like a lot of deliberate platforming. The original Prince of Persia also a lot of this. Jump up, grab a ledge, pull up, don't fall too far, you're going to die, all that. That's what LUNARK is. And let's see if I can show you. I'll show you a trailer or just a bit of one. But I waited in line at a Software Etc. for this game, or for Flashback back in the 90s. I'm still there. I'm still waiting.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it's wrong game. But yeah, there is this kind of, I don't know how to explain it. There's like this minimalism to it, but also it's just really funly animated. Like, look at this beautiful shot here. That's so cool. It's one of those games. And it seems just up my cheese. So I'm playing this. I'm going to play this. And I just wanted to thank him because I haven't done enough to really review it, but it seems very cool so far. So big thanks to Nighttime for LUNARK. John, over to you. What'd you play? What'd you get up to?
Well, I spent a lot of time playing the Biorand mod to play Resident Evil 2.
I saw you doing this on stream for a hot minute. I went in
It
there.
was fun. I streamed it for 2 days. It was a good freaking time. Resident Evil 2 might be the best game in the world for just randomizing, at least for me. I know it well enough to goof around. Here you can see me playing as Nemesis. Turn the audio up on this part.
Oh,
actually,
you got
right here where
there's
I go
actually
in
audio. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Oh, wait, hold
Whoops.
on. I need to go in the stupid building. Here we go. Watch this cutscene. This is great.
All right.
This is cinema.
All
as
right,
they
here we
say.
go, you guys. I'm excited. She's a zombie?
Don't shoot me. I'm a zombie just like you. So,
What
as
is
you can
happening?
see,
Oh my gosh.
as you can see, it will randomize not just where items are located, but you can randomize which character you play as. You can randomize which character the NPCs are. Voice lines, you can have it to where any voice line can come out of any mouth, or it can just be like this, where they've replaced Kendo, the gun shop owner, with a zombie lady. So all of his lines, where he would normally be telling you he doesn't know what's going on, is now replaced by zombie moaning, and Nemesis's replies. Normally Leon would be talking, and then the zombie gets eaten by zombies.
Does this mean? Hold on. Does this mean suddenly an 3 is a good game? Is that what happened here? Because that's what it seems like.
Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 is okay.
I like it fine. I just don't. I don't know. I hate Nemesis. I hate the Nemesis. But look, you're being Nemesis here.
I am Nemesis. I ended up beating the game on this run as Nemesis. Nemesis did quite well. You can see, normally there's dogs in there that you have to deal with. Now there's zombies.
Yeah.
And I don't know what items are going to be where, so you kind of have to replan your routing through the precincts to figure out what's going on. I'm pointing the gun straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Like you do. Like you do. And it's just sort of wild the things it can do. So it's a fantastic mod. I'll say it again in case anybody wants to look it up. It's called Biorand. And you can get it for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 in the base mod. You can download just a big version that's just you just download it. You can play them. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but you can also just download the mod and play the games.
So this says,
and
so bio, like
the game would be called Biohazard.
Oh, in Japan, right? And then
Japan.
And then the Rand is for random.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the website is biorand.net. And you can go there and you can just get in there and download it and check out all the stuff. It's wild how crazy you can get. In this run that you've been showing clips of, that is toned down a bit. Like I have it restricted within certain parameters so it doesn't get too crazy. But here I'm about to jump over this dumpster where there's normally like a zombie to deal with, and there's William Birkin, one of the bosses of the video game, trying to hit me with a pipe.
Are they full health bosses, and you got to fight them like a boss, or how's that work?
Yeah, if you can, you might have like in this run through. I started with a shotgun, so that's a pretty good way to start. Sometimes you don't start with good items like that.
Damn.
You don't know what you're going to get. It is designed in such a way, and you can actually turn this off if you don't want this, but it does mean you can brick your runs and just not be able to finish it. But it is built in such a way to where, so one of the first items you absolutely need to progress the game is a blue key card. It unlocks 2 of the doors in the police station. If you don't get that blue key card, you're not progressing any further because you won't be able to get out of the rooms. So there's like 3 item spots. It's guaranteed to be one of those 3 item spots.
Okay.
You don't know which one it'll be, but it's guaranteed to be one of them.
Uh-oh, Smeagol's.
Yeah. And it has skins for others. Like this is Resident Evil 2, but obviously I'm running around as Nemesis, which is from Resident Evil 3. These are monsters from a different Resident Evil. I don't remember which one.
I think they're the ones that come hack your head off at the end of that game, or close to the end of the first game, right? I think.
But the mod has even gone so far. Oh, here's a bunch of tyrants coming after me. So we got to dodge them.
Oh my god!
There are some
tyrant. There was a little bitty one on the ground.
So there are some graphical issues that will occasionally occur. Like that one, I think is technically down underneath, like on the stairs.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's crazy. And every time I load it up, there's more crazy fun things to see in this game, whether it's funny voice lines. There was one where the gun shop owner was Sherry, the little girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, we're going to see Sherry die. Because the gun owner gets eaten by zombies at the end of that cutscene. They break through the wall. And what broke through the wall was a bunch of Sherrys.
Oh,
so
that's worse.
It was a bunch of Sherrys that broke through the wall and ate Sherry. It was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
That's dark.
You can do some absolutely nuts things with it. And you have full control over a lot of these things through the mod itself. So if you want runs that are a little closer to what the game would be, but the items are just in different spots, you can do that. If you get annoyed like I do sometimes by the fact that sometimes the enemy they put in rooms is zombie hands.
Yeah.
Oh, here, turn the volume up on this one a little bit.
Okay,
This was pretty good too.
Okay, hold on.
We've replaced Marvin, the wounded cop,
The blast washed
with
over
Jill.
us.
Oh, this is Jill.
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too.
Okay, I got a question.
I would end them,
Hold on.
once and for all.
Pause. Okay. It's ridiculous on the face of it, but how does Jill have those lines? Are these reread or something?
So this is Jill from Resident Evil 3 Remake. If you notice, that's not how she looked in Resident Evil 3.
yeah.
They have made a low-res model of her in the style of Resident Evil 2 and imported the audio from Resident Evil 3 Remake.
That's great.
But play just another couple seconds to hear Nemesis's real in-depth thought about what she just
'cause she-
waxed poetically.
yeah, that was
about.
important stuff. Let's see what he has to say.
There you go. So
I
It's-
love this.
it's really, really fun and it's really funny. It's one of my favorite things to play and stream. And they do make versions of Biorand for the remakes and stuff like that too. But having spent some time with 3, having looked at 1 briefly and seen playthroughs of some of the remake stuff, I'm still convinced that maybe original RE2 is the best game for this. There's something about that police precinct and the way it's designed that it is just the most fun thing to do random. It does require a level of knowledge about where items are, because I have run into a couple of places where I'm like, I have grabbed everything and I'm missing a key item. And so I have to run around pressing the pickup button everywhere. And I learned like, oh, there's actually an item behind this statue. I had no idea that they kept an item there, but I had to find it.
Damn.
So it's really fun. It's super fun. Sometimes it's just annoying what the randomness gives you, but it's just a randomizer. So you just roll with it and say, you know what? I had a great time. And I've played through all of Resident Evil once now, but I've probably played 8 or 9 attempts to get through the game, maybe even more than that. It's just been so much fun to go through
That's
over
great.
and over again.
For Mega-
And they even put a secret ending to the game modded in.
Oh, no way. I kind of want to see that.
It's scroll ahead in the clip.
Is it dumb? Is it like the dumbest thing?
Yes, it's dumb. They have a dumb dance party. Let me see if I can find
How
where
far
it is.
into this?
It'll be near the end. Go to about 2 hours 43.
43. Okay, here we go. Let's hit play. Let's get some audio here.
Actually, you can even go a little further, maybe 2 hours 45.
All right, let's see. Skip ahead.
Yeah, so you go to this club where all the characters are drinking. You know what this party is missing? My wife. Oh, Janet, come home.
All right,
Okay, skip forward a little bit. That's been it. Oh, nope, too far.
We don't have time to wait.
Oh, my Lord.
What the hell is she thinking?
Hell if I know. Can't stay here. We gotta move. We gotta go.
So they just dance and twerk and
So they turn the game into Yakuza.
yep.
What's the matter with you?
I love how stupid this is.
It's your girl.
Listen, has there ever been a bigger mega fan of RE? I don't think so. And they gave you a gift as a gift to you, John, is what this is. I love that the lines are in a song.
Yeah. Man, Nemesis is really getting down. Look at him go. Yeah,
Look
it's
at him
cool.
go.
It's so cool. I love this thing. It's dumb fun.
Wow.
It is spoilers. Sorry to everybody that wanted to play the randomizer.
Oh
Not
yeah,
be surprised
spoilers.
by the,
Spoilers about
by the
Bear
cool
down.
ending.
Spoilers. Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I don't know, dude. I don't think that was. If that's
It's-
a spoiler, I don't know, it's not a spoiler.
It's so fun. Everybody should go check it out. It's one of those things where you don't technically have to spend any money to check it out. Although I will also say, as somebody who has bought them on Good Old Games, they have the perpetually kept up to date and will run on your system, or should, with minimal issues. They have that for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the PC versions. So if you want a clean, non-modded version, which you can run through the mod as well, but that's also a great place to buy those games and continue to support the old versions of those games. 'Cause
Love it.
they're very, very good.
Love it. What else you get up to?
I played more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. For once, not anything else to say about it. I'm just playing it. I'm doing more of it. There it is. That's it.
That's
We're
the
not going to
game.
spend
Yep.
25 minutes on Final Fantasy. I played more of it. There.
No, your
done.
time was well spent showing us that Resident Evil stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's where most of my time was spent.
I think
anyway.
there'll be a spoiler cast at some point. We've just obviously done Expedition 3-3, but I think John and I we've got to talk some Final
You got
Fantasy
one, then
stuff.
yeah. Maybe when John finishes this run through or whatever, you guys will have
yeah,
the gumption.
there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
It's so good. I can't wait for the third one. Oh, it's so good. Okay. And finally, the last thing I did is I played some Super Nintendo with my son. He's been asking, Dad, when can we play video games on my TV? Because I have my Super Nintendo Mini hooked up to his television. And every now and then we'll go in there and we'll play Super Nintendo together. He's still learning a lot about it, although he's learning very quickly. But like, he likes Mario Kart, but he has a really hard time driving and turning at the same time. It's like the idea of doing the two actions at once is right now a little tricky for him. But he likes Mario Kart because we play battle mode, so he can just drive around. But he learned very quickly that he could throw turtle shells at Dad, and that's hysterical to him. So he makes me pick up the items. Then he makes me line it up so that I will get hit by whatever the item is. And then he asks for the controller frantically, presses the fire button, hits me, and then laughs hysterically like he's done such a great thing. So he's a big fan of that. We've been playing Street Fighter 2 together, which is a learning experience because he I think is acutely aware that Dad lets him win, but he is expecting to win. And every now and then, if I get bored, I'll just crush him. And he gets very upset when he loses. And I'm like, hey, bud, you got to learn. Sometimes you lose. It happens. It's fine.
It's good time to learn it. Learn now before later. It's good.
But that's where we're learning a lot of stuff because for a while, you know, I put no time limit so he can just mess around with the buttons and figure it out. And he would just sit there punching and he'd be like, walk into me, Dad, walk into me. I'm like, okay, no, I don't, this is fun for a little bit. It's not fun forever. And so I started to say, you got to move to me. And so then he started doing the forward and back, and I taught him to block. Then he really wanted to learn how to throw a fireball, and we haven't quite cleared that barrier yet. I'm like, you got to push this, then this, then this. And he's like, it's breaking my brain. Yeah. So he gives me his controller to fire a fireball at myself. And we've been having a good time with that. And other than that, I played Mega Man X for him, which he doesn't like to play, but he likes to watch because there's lots of explosions.
Fun to watch a game like that. It's a hard game, and you're good at that game, so I get that. That's cool.
Yeah.
The SNES Classic is rad. The NES Classic is also cool, but in particular, the SNES one, you get that Star Fox 2 unreleased game. You get all kinds of cool stuff.
And mine weirdly came with a lot of extra SNES games than what they advertised. I don't know how that happened.
You also get proper menu music for the first time in a Nintendo product since before the Switch.
That's true, and it's not bad.
It's pretty good. Right? Whoops, that's not it. Where is it? I have it right here somewhere. No.
Nope.
Nope. Wait.
Nope.
No. That's not it. I don't know where I put it, but I have it somewhere. Super NES Classic. It's in here somewhere. Is this it? That's Nathan Drake. All right. Anyway, probably should label these better. Well, that's great. Beau, what'd you play? What'd you do?
What did I play? Well, listen, most of my week was spent playing Pirate Yakuza because I got to do everything in those games.
Yeah.
And the game is fun. I did all the Pirate Coliseum. I did everything except for finish the game. And also I, put my foot down when it comes to things like shogi and poker. They always put that in every game. I'm glad it's there, but they'll put little objectives to complete. Thankfully not tied to achievements this go around. So at least I'll be able to 100% the achievements, but sometimes they are tied. So anyways, I played a lot of that game. I'm a pretty good pirate. I even killed the Amon pirates. And if you're a Yakuza knower, Amon is always the toughest fight in the game. So,
in any of the games. Is that what you're saying?
Any of them, yeah. There's this clan of assassins. Mm-hmm. The family's called Amon, and they usually challenge Kiryu or whoever the main character is once they've gotten so powerful for a final pinnacle fight. So what you're showing is the Amon pirate fight there, I believe. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, look at all those missiles. Very accurate pirate simulator, boat combat simulator.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you fire machine gun coconuts. You got PP cannons on the side sometimes.
Yeah, I got a coconut gun. I've got fireballs. You can get a poo gun too. They call poo in this game Agesta. I don't know why.
Agesta. Is that a
Egesta? No idea why, but you find Agesta as a pickup item often.
Oh, that's what I was calling PP guns, but yeah.
Agesta.
Yeah, PP. It's a combination of PP and poo poo.
Well, wait a minute. They have PP and poo poo in the guns? Like you firing human waste at people?
Whatever Agesta is human waste. It's basically. Here, let's do the AI overview.
Great.
Agesta refers to waste matter discharged or egested from the body, such as feces and other bodily excretions. Okay, so it's not specific about what you're picking up being pee or poo.
I called it pee just because it's yellow. But
you're correct. Ejesta is just a general term covering all those things.
Jerry Tolbert,
Right.
Dr. Jerry Tolbert, practicing physician in the chat says, ejecta is a common term for the effluvia. Is that another word for taking a dump and throwing it at somebody or whatever?
I don't think you didn't help these guys. They had a hard time with the first word.
Yeah.
Effluvium is an unpleasant or harmful odor, secretion, or discharge.
Gross.
Yeah, sure. Basically, it's just a catch-all term for pee and poo. Maybe some other shit that I'm not going to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get Agesta cannons, and if you build up enough Agesta on the Agesta meter when you shoot the cannons, they can't shoot guns anymore because there's so much poo on the shit. They got to clean it off.
Damn.
Pirate stuff.
Yeah. Your typical piracy problems.
Yeah. Anyways, so it's fun as hell, but I just didn't finish the game because, listen, I got to tell you guys this one thing about the game. It crashes for me every now and then. It's kind of annoying. Usually only after 4 to 8 hours, but I was streaming and playing the final mission on the stream, and it's like, make sure you save because you're going to the final run. It's like, okay. I played for about an hour. It felt like somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, and the game crashed. And it sent me all the way back. No auto saves or anything. So it was close to midnight, and I'm like, it's a work day tomorrow. So
I think I saw this happening because I was watching you finish the game. I saw it crash, and I was like, it's going to take him a while to get back to it anyway. And I turned off the stream.
Yeah, did you have these lockups, John, or better for you?
No, it never crashed for me.
I suspect it's because I have my frame rate uncapped, so I'm playing it 140 frames or something like that. And apparently locking it to 30 or 60 rather will fix the problem. So, but usually it doesn't happen that frequently. For some reason, as I get farther into the game, the frequency seems to be increasing for some reason. So
I do remember having problems with the game, some graphical issues that had to be figured out, but I didn't have crashes. But I think I have heard people spout some woes about the current Yakuza gaming engine that they're using for the games, and I definitely ran into it with this game. There were some problems, but I didn't have crashes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Colonel Fish brings a good question. We got to talk about the dating mini game. John, did you do the dating sub stories?
I don't think I did.
How do you
So-
tell me about those?
So there you have a character Masaru who is like your cook, right? But he's a little bit of a shit. You know, I'm not going to spoil the game's still pretty new. People might play it, but he's a little bit of a shit. You know, not a bad one. But he drops his diary at one point, and you read it, and you discover he's like really into this thing called Minato girls, which are like very rich women that lead a certain lifestyle that men find attractive. Might be.
I remember that part. So far, I've done it.
So in order to do something nice for Masaru, you meet in Infinite Wealth. There's this lady who runs a dating app where you go on dates with people and stuff. It's a little mini game. So you meet her again, and you ask her if she can help introduce you to some Minato girls, and maybe make like a party where maybe someone will fall in love with Masaru because he really wants to fall in love with a Minato girl. So, you do these 5 sub stories where you meet a streamer and you stream video games online with people.
Okay.
Yeah, you meet one of them who's like a corporate mascot type of person, but really into kinky sex and is going to learn to be yourself. You got someone who's like also got to be prim and proper, but just loves drinking and fighting, and et cetera, right? You get to know these 5 girls and become friends with them to the point where you can be like, listen, I got a guy, he's single, he wants to meet some ladies. You're under no obligation, just come to a little mixer and hang out, right? And they're all like, yeah, man, anything for you, Majima, because they like Majima. Anyways, what happens once you go to this get together is there's a whole ass television show in the game.
Of course there is.
Not like a video game story. Like there's a real actor that Masaru's based on. So the real actor is now like doing The Bachelor with these 5 women who also have real actors.
Is it FMV?
I didn't see that.
Is it FMV or is it still in game?
It's
right?
FMV, but like it's
What?
not even a game. It's just a TV show. Like there's like it's like 30 minutes to an hour long. There's maybe 2 choices, and those choices don't matter. Essentially.
Wow.
So you're watching a TV show of it, and I think we should try and get some clips of this on YouTube. And the thing is, it's not that good. I was like, oh my god, like maybe I appreciate the idea, but like, I'm gonna get you some video of this here. Masaru.
I'll try to find it too if I can. Kind of.
Oh yeah, here's all of it. Okay, so you can tab around just to get a sense of what's going on.
Put that on
here.
our Discord there, will you?
Yeah, I will. I'll put it right on your Discord.
Stick it on my Discord. Oh yeah.
Anyways, it is it's a whole ass thing, and like while I appreciate it because they always do something weird with FMV, it's usually uncomfortably watching girls in bikinis.
This guy's face.
But like it's this he's a Japanese comedian actor. Maybe something's lost in translation because they're definitely acting in Japanese, but like it's just not funny. It's just not funny. It's super cringy and awkward, and like the humor doesn't make sense. Where he like one of the dates, he's like, listen, I love to be clean and take a shower, so I'm gonna go take a shower. And then he takes a shower, but the shower lasts 90 minutes, and you're just watching him rub soap on himself, and she like goes away. So all the dates go bad is what I'm trying to say.
Is this the host?
Yeah, this is Masaru, the real actor that the video game character, he's your cook on your pirate ship.
Oh Lord. All right. Okay.
And he's like super cringy and like it's fine, but like he's so improbably bad on these dates after you spent so long, so many sub stories getting this whole thing together. I thought it was going to be like 2 minutes, but as you can see, the runtime of this YouTube video is 33 minutes, 14
it's
seconds.
massive.
So I sat through a whole ass
There he
TV
is.
show of whatever the hell this is. Yeah, that's him taking a shower. He's like, I'll be right out. But he never leaves the shower. And 90 minutes goes by.
He took a 90-minute shower?
Yeah, and there's one a little later where he's like, he brings a camera and he's like, I just like to take pictures. But then he keeps wanting to take pictures and having more and more unhinged advice, like, please cry like a baby. Like, go, wah, wah, wah.
His upper body's making me need to use this. Sorry, keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to work out your pecs.
Yeah.
I like that we can hear it on the podcast.
I know.
But if you skip ahead a little more, you'll see there's the aquarium photo shoot. There's one where he's cooking. Oh, wait. Later on, go to 25 minutes. Go to 25 minutes.
All right, let's go to 25 minutes. Here we go. 25.
Skip like 25 or 26.
26.
Yeah, a little bit farther in, I guess. There, you get to watch him take a bath for like 5 minutes.
What
It's
is
not
that
even the worst
thing?
shot.
What is that thing he's got? I don't want that.
No.
Like a little loofah, right?
Oh, for your back and your bum and
Like
everything?
a little string loofah, yeah, so you can get into the nooks and crannies.
Do you think he uses it like bum floss? Oh,
There
what
you
are we
go.
wearing
There's
there?
a real shot for you there.
Ugh. I don't
Thanks,
like
Beau.
it. I don't like
We've
it.
now
Thanks for letting us
been-
know.
Well, you missed this part of Yakuza, and you're like, this game's the best ever. And I'm like, what is going on in this
Why is
video?
he wearing a hat? Now I'm really confused. What do you do in Japan? Has weird shower ideas.
Well, now the soap's not going to get in your eyes. Look,
Oh,
it'll
is
go
that
off
the idea?
head.
Okay, it's a little. It's so stupid.
Right. So this is 30 minutes. Like you're late in the game. It's like the final sub story, and you're rewarded with this treasure of a TV show that I really, could have done without. It really didn't add anything to the game or my life. Like,
Wow. All right.
but I guess they were trying to be funny or whatever. Anyways, people wanted me to. Cuddlefish was like, you totally got to talk about it. So
All right, he did.
this is totally Office UK style comedy. Yeah, maybe. Like I think it was meant. It's so improbable how he was behaving because he's like, we're trying to set him up with one of these lovely ladies. He's like, he takes a 90-minute shower and he's like, oh, she's gone. Like of course.
That's a long shower, man.
He's just weird. Like he accidentally orders yogurt instead of wine and insists on drinking the yogurt. And the girl's like, okay, and
A
like
drinkable
obviously,
yogurt. Drink like a.
It's a yogurt in a wine glass. Like I
Ugh.
really didn't understand. I don't know if why.
I love that this
funny.
game includes this. How many gigabytes did this take up of the install?
I don't know. It's very high quality footage, like almost like 4K or something like that. It's really like
Damn.
really out of this world. Anyways, the punchline is he didn't end up with any of them. This is going to be a spoiler. Put the spoiler bearing up.
Oh, all right.
Punchline is-
Are you sure? Because I don't. This better be worth it. I hate doing these. All right, go.
It's super. It's super not worth it, Scott. So he doesn't end up with any of them, and all the girls have a crush on you, the player character, as Majima. So,
Oh, that's not much. Okay, the Baron can go back home. That's fine. He did good.
but well, I didn't know what was going to happen. I spent 33 minutes trying to find out how this totally obvious punchline was going to hit.
I think you did you did favors for people by telling us what actually happened.
I'm just like, I wonder if John saw this. Is this the part he thought was awesome?
No.
You didn't.
No.
You never saw this, John. You didn't get the.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay.
He's not like me with Yakuza games. I've got to see all the content except Shogi.
I get, I don't approach Yakuza like I do RPGs. I get to the end and I'm like, okay, let me see how it ends. I recognize the filler for what it is, even though some of it's brilliant. But I get to the end and I get the itch, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Let's see the end of this thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
But this was pretty unhinged. Like usually there's an unhinged FMV thing, but it's literally just like I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami 2, and one of the mini games is you pay like 200 yen or 2,000 yen to go in a room with a girl and just take pictures of her. And not naked or anything, but just like in her summer dress. And she's like, do you like taking pictures? And the mini game is you got to take pictures at the right time. It's gross. It's just gross.
It's kinda
an
gross.
FMV game. But I still got to complete those games and get S tier on all of them.
Of course you do.
And, but yeah, so I say this was just very passive for what they're usually up to.
You're doing it
But I
for the
think-
stream. And that's
I think
important.
it's because the actor I think he's a big Japanese comedy actor. It's probably people that loved that this happened. So great.
Gotcha. This is
Good
like
job.
I don't know what the equivalent would be, but
Like Chris Farley. Chris Farley's in GTA. There's a whole Chris Farley episode in GTA.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
He should still be around doing that. Anyway.
Yeah, sad. In a van down by the river.
That's right. All right. What else?
I played Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch. Let's talk about it.
Well,
got
we
video.
talked a lot about it, but I played Overwatch and it was fun. I just wanted to try out the new heroes, but I played a bit last night, even off like stream and stuff.
Yeah.
it's just kind of nice. Like the thing about Overwatch is it's still Overwatch. It's still King's Row after 10 years. It's this weird mix of new shit. Like I'm going to play as Vendetta. This is awesome. And it's like, you're now in Nunambi. What is it?
New Booby or whatever it is. What is it?
You're now in Cairo or what? I'm just like, I've seen these levels for like decades. Like, can we get some new levels up for this bitch? You're like, holy shit. And like when I play against an enemy team that's like, here's Junkrat, Tracer, Reinhardt, Mercy. I'm like, what is this? 2010? Like, why is there?
Yeah.
What are all these old ass heroes on your team? You know, like because like there's lots of cool new shit, but I don't mind the old stuff, but it still feels like I don't know. It still feels like there should be more new shit in the game, but it's still very fun. Runs like a dream on my system compared to like Highguard, which is cool. I don't know. I still like the game a lot, and yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Nice. There you go.
It's kind of like Heroes for me. Like every couple times a year, I really get deep into the Heroes train. A couple times a year, I get deep into the Overwatch train. And with all this new hype news, when I was like, wait, what's going on? I forgot there was going to be a presentation for Overwatch.
Yeah.
The fact that they dropped the 2 is huge, and getting 10 heroes, like 5 heroes next week, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's like fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually, like I said, for the first time in a long time, I kind of want to get in there and see what's up. I installed it today. I haven't played yet.
Let's ping me. Maybe
we'll play. Let's hook it. Let's do it. I'll watch for you online. It's like the old days. It's 2016 all up in here.
Remember, we used to just hang out and be like, are you playing anything? And then we play. I haven't done that in so long.
I know. Kind of miss it. What busy life shit.
Days. Yeah. Next up on the list is I checked in on Valheim. Yeah. There isn't really much to say because the new update isn't out yet, but there was some new stuff. I had a reason for going in there, but I forgot what it was. And
do you know now what it was for?
Oh, they did a small little patch and they added a couple of things, but it was just basically I decorated the house with lights, and that was about it.
Can I ask you a question about that game? Do I have the same kind of creative ability to tweak? If I do my own little solo setup server, can I go in there and go, I don't want to fight anything. I just want to build a cool town, and I'm going to just go harvest
Yeah, I think
shit.
There's a creative mode. Yeah, I think so.
I kind of want to do that. I want things to cost, like the game I want to play is the building mode.
It's not a creative mode. There's just some slash commands where you can just use cheats. Like you can just spawn everything in and whatever.
Because I'm not in the mood to do, well, now I can beat that guy and go to the new biome. I don't really care.
Honestly, like the best place to build, like Mike really likes the plains, so we build there, which is like a fourth or fifth tier biome. It can be hard. The meadows is the goat in this game. Like the first biome, like that's what you're showing right now. It's peaceful, lovely, got great music, and it's great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I need to get in there and all these.
There are you can just God mode slash commands and just build whatever you want, and who cares?
Well, I don't want. Yeah, I guess what I want is like the V Rising stuff's nice because I can kind of chill down the stuff I don't like in that game and pump up the things I do like. But I don't want to cheat sheet. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to just go build a house.
It depends. So I've only really interacted with Valheim on that level from a server perspective. There aren't a lot of there aren't a lot of the robust sliders and stuff, and V Rising is not a thing so much in Valheim. But I think you can put a God mode on, and I think you can spawn in like every item by just going to console and learning a few slash commands. It's not as easy to use, let's say, as V Rising with it built in, but I'm a little biased because I've left 600 hours in this game, 600 or 700 hours.
You're a pro,
so it's very easy for me, So maybe someone who just wants to try it out, it's extra steps they don't want to do.
Yeah, you're a Valheim pro though. You're a Valheim professional.
Pretty much, yeah. Even though I still died logging in for the 30 minutes I logged in, because the Black Forest at night spawns monsters from other biomes once you beat them, and I forgot, and I got surrounded by a shitload of skeletons.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, my skill points. There I discovered they added bears into the forest.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a bear up there.
Yeah.
It even says bear over his head.
I'm too OP right now for the bear. I've got like Ashlands level equipment on, but he looks pretty intimidating.
Yeah, he does. Look at him sitting there on all fours going, I'm ready to eat a man. Who are you, the man I'm going to eat?
I feel like if anybody's played Elden Ring, you have a newfound respect for bears.
Yeah.
You just know to respect a bear.
Those are cocaine bears. Like they're crazy. That's a whole other breed of bear in the Elden Ring. The rune bear.
You can tell the former wrestler Joey Image is in the chat because he's yelling Days Gone just for no reason.
Well,
loves that
he's probably back at the part where we were trying to remember the name, and we said Days Gone.
Oh, maybe that might have been it.
mentioned.
Also, it's his favorite video game. He's about Days Gone the way I am about Mad Max Fury Road. It's kind
That's
of
the thing I know most about Joey Image in terms of like, because I've seen him tweet a lot about it. Which is, he likes that game a lot.
He loves it. Super fan. All right. Well, that's all we played. We will put these up in the show notes for those wondering if we forgot to tell you the names. And also, we'll get a Dear Martha at the end that'll explain the names. But if somehow that's not enough, I'll put it in print and you can all get it later.
Get it.
Sounded rude. I didn't mean it rude.
Get it later.
Get it later, you bunch of lazy butts.
If you missed it now, you can get it later.
Bunch of weirdos.
That's a good question.
We got a couple of quick notes here. One is a call. This is from Florida and David, who says he's got a question about how to play Split Fiction, and I'll explain after I play this. Here you go.
Hey, what's up, Core Crew? It's David from South Florida. I'm listening to the Oz Cores, a little bit behind. I apologize. And Scott just announced his Game of the Year as Split Fiction, a game I received on the Switch 2 for Christmas, and I have not played yet. Who do I play this game with? My 12-year-old son, who plays lots of video games, or my wife, who never plays video games, apart from the occasional Animal Crossing. Would appreciate your advice here. Thank you so much, and always love the show.
I have the perfect advice for you when it comes to Split Fiction and your particular scenario. You sit down in front of that TV, and you play this game cooperatively, which is the only way to play it. You can't play it solo. Play this game with your son who likes to play. This will be a bonding experience for you and your son, which sounds like he loves games. You'll love him even more after this. And then here's the ticket. Put your wife on well, don't put her anywhere. Ask her to sit on the couch and watch you play.
Don't put your wife on the
Johnson says men should put their wives
on the couch. Click here to learn more. You won't believe what he says at the end of this. Yeah, no, for real though. Have her watch this because it is very entertaining. And I'll bet she'll enjoy watching it as much as you guys enjoy playing it. So that is the answer. I don't think your wife will. It's not that she won't like it or can't intuit what's going on. I just think it's a lot of intense stuff that maybe if she's not already like someone who likes to play these kinds of games, she may peter out, and you'll end up just playing with your son anyway. So
I remember trying to get my ex-girlfriend to play Gears of War, and she just couldn't get out of the corner.
Yeah.
back when Xbox, was a thing. Gears of, I'm like, she's like, well, show me some of the games you play, and I'm like, here's Gears of War, and she couldn't figure out how to get Marcus out of the corner.
And was he just going, God damn it, like, Dom, what the hell?
Like we didn't leave the first 2 meters of the game because she just didn't know how to control it. And I was like, back to Peggle.
I might sound like I can throw stones, but I remember the first time I played the N64 on a demo unit, and Mario just kept running in circles, and I'm like, this game is hard to play.
Yeah, we didn't know then. We didn't know how to do the 3D yet.
It is a skill you learn, so depending, you can, and then you make people feel dumb, and you're like, it's so easy. And, it's like, it's not a great thing to tell somebody.
Anybody in our chat or anybody, either of you, I don't think you guys have, as you would have said, but has anybody played that Gears of War remake they put up on all the platforms?
Oh, is that out? Did that come up?
Yeah, I thought it was out.
Yeah, that came out.
Oh, the remake did. I'm waiting for E-Day. I don't care about Reloaded. Yeah.
War Reloaded. You don't care about that?
I played it,
You played it with the ex-girlfriend. Couldn't get out of the corner.
And when I looked at it, it didn't look like it's like it just looked like a texture res update. I don't know.
It looks like a lot of.
I feel like I just don't want to spend another $50 on it. I think that's what it is. Compared to other things.
Yeah, this is definitely an up-res, not a remake, and
this probably should have been a free update.
Yeah,
I guess maybe it is. I don't know.
But it also, it's a good question. I don't know if it is or not. But the reviews are pretty mixed. It sounds like there are a lot of bugs at launch. So, and people don't like signing up for Microsoft shit. So
I don't know. I just don't hate it. It's just with a lot of stuff, it's just time. Do I want to play this or play something else? And I'm like, I play something else. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's there. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna play it.
But it's like $40 for a game I've already played.
Yeah, that's another reason.
I've already played and beaten, and
Yeah,
but I did that with Dead Space. Dead Space, I played and beat.
That was a proper remake.
Yeah, but that was a complete remake.
But it was the exact same game. I played so much of the first one that I knew how to beat the remake super easy.
Yeah, but I do think the coat of paint when it's more than just an up-res
It was more than just an up-res. It was like it was really good, but I'm not convinced that that's the case with this Gears of War thing. This just looks like you can now see Marcus's stubble because we have a higher res bitmap on his face. It doesn't really. I don't know. It didn't really appeal to me that much. But I think it's mostly because I know E-Day's coming, and that's the one I think I'm going to play.
E-Day.
So. It's the prequel. It's Yakuza 0, but for Gears of War.
Erection Day.
Erection Day.
Erection Day.
Never forget. That was a rough day.
Well, I guess they do erect out of the ground, right?
They pop right out like gophers, those guys.
I think they call it emergence, though.
Emergence Day.
Different E-word.
Not erection day.
But I am looking forward to, E-Day. I hope it's good.
I hope it's good, too. Electronic Day. That's what we'll call it. E-Day. All right. There you go, then. Let's play this or read this real quick. Dear Core. Did we answer his question? I did. Dear Core. I just realized sometimes we do that. We get too far off, and I've forgotten what I was asking, or he was asking. Anyway, we got this message from Justin in Arkansas who says, Dear Core, I just wanted to say I'm also excited about the Star Wars XCOM game. I really don't care for turn-based combat, except if it's tactical turn-based combat. Games like XCOM, BG3, and Wasteland 3 really scratch that itch. Those are good examples, I think. He says, speaking of Wasteland 3, do you guys think that NXIL Entertainment, or what do you think about NXIL Entertainment for BG4? They are the Wasteland people, or at least for 3. I liked 3 a lot, and I think that'd be fine. I think no matter who does it, it's the tallest order in gaming history, and you are asking one of the biggest asks ever to follow in the footsteps of that all-timer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna be my advice no matter what name they put out for Baldur's Gate 4. Do not pre-order the game.
No.
Do not get your hopes up. Wait until that game is reviewed.
Ding. I agree.
Look, Larian had a lot of practice before they made Baldur's Gate 3, and they had a lot of passion. And I have a hunch, though it is just a suspicion, that Wizards of the Coast is not going to seek the same level of quality with the sequel, if and when it happens.
Yeah.
In addition to the fact that even if a good job is done, they are having to come in fresh with a game that a company, it was a bit of an opus. I know they're working on another one. It's not like they gave up and they're like, well, it'll never be better than this. But at that point when it came out, it was sort of like the feather in Larian's cap. Like, this is what we've achieved. And it is going to be very hard for anything else to meet that level of quality. So I don't care what name is attached to that. It's going to be a tall order because we know Larian isn't doing it. And honestly, even if it was Larian, it's a hard thing to follow up.
Yeah, I agree.
They would be the ones to do it, but it's a hard thing to follow up, even if it was still them. So I think it's fine, looking for somebody that has a history in tactical turn-based isn't a bad idea, but you can't give me a name that I would automatically assume BG4 would be good coming out of. Even big hitters, Valve, CD Projekt Red, I don't care what name you give. I'm doubtful until it releases.
Valve, that's interesting.
I'm surprised they'll get anyone to take that project on.
Yeah.
I would not want to follow in the footsteps of that.
I'll tell you what I do instead, because you're Hasbro, right? Hasbro's the parent company. Speaking of XCOM make a tactical turn-based RPG, Transformers. Now hear me out.
I'm
badass.
fine. You haven't said anything I dislike.
Badass, but really dynamic, so the angles are really cool, and the stuff that actually happens is explosive and crazy, and it's Gen 1 looking, but gritty in every other way, and make that.
Yeah, like War for Cybertron and the other one, Full Moon Studios.
Yeah, make us just forget that the Baldur's Gate 4 is even.
But they can't leave Baldur's Gate alone.
No, I know.
It did too well, and they even though Larian should get all the credit for it, they think it's them too.
Yeah, that's true.
We'd be a fool to leave the success on the table. It's like, okay, yeah. So I just don't. like if you're taking on this project, like I don't even know because Larian paid them money. Like I think you'd have to pay me to take on the project. I don't. Who are they going to find to develop it?
Beau, you need to do this.
Well, you know what I mean. Not me, but like if I was running a company, I wouldn't be like, I'm not paying you. I'd rather just take my chances elsewhere. Like I just because like that game is going to get shit on if it isn't like 3. You know what I mean? Like. Or you don't have a really fresh new idea that can one up. Like BioWare can't be like, we'll do it in the Mass Effect engine. The people be so mad, even though people like Mass Effect and even Dragon Age is kind of okay. Like it's got to be like that or some fresh idea. But I think Larian screwed them royally by making too good of a game, and I just don't see. I think nobody should take that contract from Hasbro. I think unless you're like trying to like milk them and don't care about the quality of the product. I just don't see it, man. Like because nobody's making them like Larian anyways. Like you said, In Exile was suggested, but I mean I don't know. Owlcat. I mean Owlcat could be there, but like
Owlcat could do
Larian's kind of got its own thing going, right? Just like nobody makes Final Fantasies like Square Enix. And nobody does an MMO quite like Blizzard.
I think that next CRPG from Owlcat that's a follow-up, the next 40K one they're working on, what's it called? Heresy something? Dark Heresy? Anyway, whatever it is. Yeah. That is a real moment for them of whether or not they're like the next people to watch for this kind of Larian thing. I'm not saying I hire them, but I loved that last game. The name I never remember. Boy, I must have really loved it if I can't remember the damn name.
Rogue Trader.
2023 Rogue Trader was so freaking good. And this next one's supposed to have all voiced over stuff. There's the biggest beef about Rogue Trader was there was a lot of reading. I think BG3 just put it to shame with all the voice, but anyway.
Well, we'll see. But nothing's going to touch what they've accomplished with BG3, I think. But I don't think they can keep away from the franchise, considering it's one of the few positive things they've had going on for them the past couple of years.
It's true. Very true. Keep your feedback coming to us. You can do it a myriad of ways, all of which can be found at frogpants.com/core. You can do voicemails, texts, emails, whatever you want.
Sorry, I know you're trying to wrap the show. I'm sorry about this. But remember, Wizards also has that Exodus thing.
Oh, yeah. The one John did not like what he was seeing there. My memory of that is.
Was me.
Oh, was that you?
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, John made me too, but I was the one that was pretty poopy.
One of you were like, ugh. Like you were really, I couldn't remember who it was, I guess. But what's it called? Exodus?
That's okay. Exodus, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to the Wizards of the Coast site now.
Oh, yeah. This was shown at the, not Game Awards.
It was the Game Award, or maybe there was a different, like, thing we watched to showcase.
Oh yeah, the thing that looks very Mass Effect-y.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
D&D Mass Effect.
The tabletop's out on that. That got released quietly. Yeah, they quietly released the tabletop version of it.
I went go to the Wizards Coast site, and then there's the games drop down, so I can see their games. It lists D&D, Magic the Gathering, Magic Arena, and Magic Online. I don't see Exodus. Oh, it's there right on the front page. But it's not listed as one of their games, which I find funny.
That's weird.
But I guess it's not out. Early 2027. Okay.
Yeah. The tabletop version that they're basing it on is now out if you wanted it. If anyone out there wants to try it.
Yeah, I was not the one who was down on this game. I have hopes but concerns. But I would like it to be good.
And another one you probably shouldn't pre-order and wait until reviews come out and stuff like that.
Yeah, do that.
All righty.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, I just wanted to...
No, you're all good.
That's a big thing.
We got a mashup anyway, so this will just be fun. Sit back and listen to.
Oh, shit.
This one, I swear these are getting longer. This one's 3 minutes, 46 seconds. Jamie, you making these longer and trying to sneak it past? Is that what you're doing? Is that what's going on? Just kidding. Anyway, this one is a brand new one. This is called Canyon Tomato. Any idea who said it? I have no idea. We didn't run a poll.
I don't know. I'm saying that sounds like a Scottism.
Canyon Tomato, Beau. It's a little Bowie. I'm gonna say Beau. You're gonna say me.
What does that even mean?
Well, we don't know. See, that's the idea. till we get there. But
Like throwing a tomato in a canyon.
what do you think a canyon tomato is? Or who said it, Beau? Who do you think said it on the show?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, let's find out.
It could be. I'm gonna go with the spread. You know, in roulette where you can bet on just like all black.
Yeah.
You know, or all red.
Yeah.
Just going all core.
All core. It's somebody on this show.
Wow.
Safe bet.
Living dangerously, Beau.
Really, really putting your neck out there. All right, well, let's try it and see how this goes. Enjoy.
Greetings, adventurer. If it's mashups you seek, the Mashup Guild you shall find at patreon.com/Mashup Guild.
Is that Dave?
Yeah.
We are here. We are waiting the return of Beau Schwartz. We believe he might be pooping now. Oh,
John,
his camera has zoomed into the wall just now.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what exactly caused that, but something has definitely caught the eye across the room.
This probably bodes well. This means that he has got a way to zoom his camera in so that we don't even get a periphery shot of him taking the dump we assume he's taking.
Oh, we have a
he's
returning
come
Beau.
back.
He's returned.
All right, hold
He's
on.
back.
We wanted to make sure you didn't need a shower after the poo or whatever. You're good. Go. There it is. Crow with a K, 74. You are now a permanent part of the internet and this post. I can
I
promise
just felt
you.
bad. They're the only person with no updoots or heart.
When you say updoot, you mean like upvotes?
Yeah, give him a little upvote.
I've never heard updoot. I kind of like it.
It's also, and this might make you interested in listening. He didn't come out of a vagina.
So you
I
could've-
just, out of context, the sentence. Now, this may interest you. He did not come out of a vagina as an isolated statement.
or
Well,
something
you
like
Now,
that.
look, let me really get you on the hook for this show.
This is why people like
He
the
didn't
show,
come out of a
Scott.
vagina.
My in-laws had a toilet that is right in the open where they do also their hair and their sink stuff and everything else. And I can't understand it. What are you going to do? There is no privacy. You're just sort of, all right, well, I guess you're just going to lay pipe while I'm over here
Right.
brushing my teeth.
Some people say it as a cutesy way of saying upvote. I've heard it before. It's not like brain rot slang or anything. It's just some people say updude.
It's like one of you told me what bukkake was. I didn't know what that was.
Well, no, you're not going to updo somebody.
That's a whole thing.
No, I know. But like edging and all that, I didn't know any of these things. So updude. I just want to make sure updude doesn't have some double
We're
meaning.
your source of degenerate porn terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, an updude is fine.
Chat room's correcting you. Laying pipe does not mean pooping.
Yeah, it doesn't it? I've always heard that.
I've got to. You're ever
This
gonna
one
use it
might
in the
be a
wrong
new one for
context.
me. That is what I thought this
Yeah,
was.
what is laying pipe then?
Laying pipe is banging.
Oh.
Big old
Oh.
pipe. You're laying pipe.
Really?
If you talk to a lot of people and say, I went to the bathroom to lay some pipe, they're going to think you had sex.
Oh,
Updude doesn't mean anything weird.
cool.
It just means like a thumbs up. Like he gave a comment a thumbs up.
So not a thumbs up something, a thumbs up
No.
for something.
no,
Okay.
just in
Not
general.
an updude your bussy. It's just
I'm sorry, you're what?
your bussy. Do you know what a bussy is?
I don't know what that is.
It's the P word that you're thinking of. but
Oh,
the
so
B,
wait-
it means your bum.
I'm not. I my whole life I thought I was taking a dump.
Well, I understand why you think it's laying pipe because it comes out in a pipe shape, and if you didn't do it in the toilet, it would be like placing pipes on the ground.
Yeah, I mean
So
that.
I get it, but that's not.
But that's
what
not
laying-
it. Okay.
Laying pipe means you're taking your. Well, I'm not going to get into graphic description. You can imagine what you're doing with your pee-pee. If you've heard the term bussy, they're just talking about your anus. That's
Okay.
your butthole.
Why don't they just say okay? That
Because
doesn't.
everyone's always trying to be cool and making new names, and someone said, "Hey, let's take off the P and put on the B," and then it means your butthole.
Yeah, man. Battle of the Planets. Where's the new one? Isn't there a new one? Or not Battle of the Planets? What am I thinking of? What was the old one where they converted a World War II boat into an airship? Shit, whatever that is. Yamato, something Canyon, Tomato, whatever it is. Canyon Tomato.
Canyon tomato.
I love that
Do
one.
you have a big hunger? Do you have a sandwich that just has a mighty need for?
All right, I'll take it.
It
That
was
was
you,
me.
Scott, all along.
Yeah.
Yamato tomato.
I thought tomato, but really it was tomato, which you can't spell it any different. What was that called though? That's Battle for the Planets.
For the planet, is that a movie?
No, it's an old anime. Battle for the Planets.
For the planets.
What was it called? Something gun tomato. Yamato. What is that called? I love that cartoon. That's anime for me. Anime.
Gundam?
No, it's in the 80s. It was It was an import. Someone in the chat.
Labor.
Star Blazers?
Star Blazers is what they called it here. Yes. That's
All
it.
right.
Star
Blazers was
there.
Battle for the Planets.
No. Battle of the Planets was another thing. So Star Blazers, hold on. I'm going to tell you what this was called in Japan. So in the States, they call it Star Blazers. Over there, it was called Space Battleship Yamato. There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
1974, 78, and 80. And then they've made other ones since, but really the OG one is the best. I loved that show. I was very young, but I loved it. Oh, man. That's why I like anime like this. I think it was burned into me that that's what Japanese animation is. It isn't a bunch of relationship-y bullshit or, you know what I mean? It's just, it's giant ships with a giant cannon on them.
Any of it's a relationship-y bullshit. It's but I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
There's a vast array of what's available. Yeah. What interests me is huge robots, giant kaiju battles, stuff in space. That's what I care about. Anyway,
and jazz, Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah, Real Joey Image. I used to be on your Plex, or I am on your Plex, and Star Blazers was on his Plex, and then his server crashed, and now I don't have access to it anymore. Legally, of course, fully legally access to it.
A lot of stuff that you can't get legally that should be somewhere.
Yeah, and it turns out Joey Image has a hard drive just big enough to hold it. So
that was an excellent mashup.
It was great, Jamie.
Yeah, it was very good. Made me laugh quite a bit.
Kick butt. And the nice touch at the top.
I'm going to stop explaining things to you guys because
there are a lot of these, man.
It seems like I do it way more than I think I do.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking it's like, every couple of months I got to, we just have a weird conversation. But past couple of mashups, it's literally me. I'm like a thesaurus of sex terms. A thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
I think thesaurus would be like in English, like a way to say it, like skeletal. Say thesaurus.
You know what? I'm gonna start saying thesaurus. I like it.
Yeah,
I really like.
Somebody back me up from the aisles, please.
Yeah,
some people do say thesaurus.
It's one of my favorite Greek myths, the journey of Thesaurus, and ways to say things differently.
Yeah,
he really the same thing.
That's it. It's it's an odyssey with thesaurus, skeletal thesaurus. Nice job, everybody.
Proctologist checks for hemorrhoids and thesaurus.
That was really good. Now, here's the deal. If you like this show and you like that mashup and you like all the content we smashed in here, then maybe you'll want to become a supporter on either our Patreon or our Substack. You can go to patreon.com/core show, or you can go to core.show. Better yet, go to frogpants.com/core, and all of it's linked there. I want to give special thanks to supporters like Thomas Silva, Humes Grossman III.
Oh, royalty.
Chancery Brosnan. Chancery. Look at this stuff. Also on the core.show site, we got Mike Romo. He's a great dude. Luke Rowe Arna.
Met him, I think, at BlizzCon.
Yeah, he's always at a BlizzCon.
Him at a lot of
maybe
BlizzCons.
Nerdtacular as well. Yeah.
Nicest guy. I think he's coming this year, too. I hope to see him.
Cool.
He's great. And the Multi-Knot. He is also a supporter.
The Multi-Knot.
So Multi-Knot sounds like a character on The Tick, which I saw you posted a picture of this week.
Oh, I love that show so much.
It's not just about exploring space. He's also got to go deep underwater.
Yeah.
We can't have just an astronaut. We need a multi-knot for this job.
The Multi-Knot. Yep. Sorry, I was trying to think of what the announcer would say on top of your
No, that would be the Multi-Knot.
The Multi-Knot. Absolutely. Anyway, hey, you want no commercials? Good. You want pre-show content every week? Absolutely. How about written content, video stuff, and more? How about host specials on the monthly? Well, get it all. Go to the website, frogpants.com/core, to get all those details. Some swag up there right now, too. Some cool shirts and some other stuff. So there's a picture of Beau on a mug taking a getting ready to poop in a lake.
Yeah, he's not there yet. He's not.
I'm getting my adjuster ready.
Yeah. I really hate that term. I've learned something.
You don't like adjuster?
No. Turns out I don't like it, but I don't blame the world for making it. Anyway, see, look at this cool
Honestly,
stuff.
I blame Yakuza because I never heard it until I played Yakuza. So.
Oh, look at that mug. Look at Beau. Look at him.
It's just a word, Scott. You don't have to be.
It's just a word.
It's just a word. Anyway,
it just is just a word.
I see what you did there. Anyway, that's going to do it for that. Hey, you know what we have to do now? We have to do a Dear Martha that basically tells us what games we played this week so we don't forget. So, John, will you do the honors and tell us what we played?
My dearest Martha, this core show is still going. And I understand you've probably gotten an email or two and found yourself thinking, what the hell have they been talking about for the past 2.5 hours? And while the answer is probably Agesta, There were also a few video games mentioned, and these were those games. The Midnight Walk was the sometimes VR but also on a regular monitor game that looks like stop motion.
A little bit.
Scott also played Butcher's Creek, and it left a scar where his heart used to be. He played LUNARK, but not a lot. He just mostly got it and was thankful. John played Resident Evil 2 via a mod called Biorand. He also played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and he played the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Beau played Like a Dragon, pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and he almost beat the game till the game said, "No, loser, get back there and try it again."
Correct.
He also played Overwatch, because Beau is like a dog, and when you jangle shiny things in front of him, he will play with it.
True. That is true.
Yeah.
And he checked in on Valheim, though he couldn't say why. Maybe he's just going through the motions, doing what he usually does. A good sign that he's getting older and getting more mature. Perhaps this will be the last episode we talk about a jester. But probably not.
Can I make an adjustion?
Yeah. You can. Do
I
it.
forgot.
You forgot? Oh, I was really hoping you were going to add one.
They say the memory is the first to go. Yours in this life and the next.
Yeah.
Me.
Me. John.
Me.
It's me, John. The whole
It's
time
me,
it was
surprise.
him. Shocker. Everybody, big shocker. That is going to do it for today's show. We'll have another one next week. Do get your tickets to Nerdtacular. Get your hotel rooms ready. Be a part of the bigger Frog Pants community. We're going to have a blast there, and it comes up soon. June is not that soon, but there's time to plan. Get over there at frogpants.com/nerdtacular for details. That'll do it for me, for Beau, for John, and for all of you. Oh, I will see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Okay, I forgot to tell you about this. That's Doomfist doing an anime in the new trailer. So he goes,
Oh, yeah.
Humble bundle. Humble bundle.
The Mbu Bimbu.